Sine wave sweep 32 seconds. 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz at 2 kilohertz per second.
Ezekiel 25:17. The path of the righteous man is beset on all sides by the iniquities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men. Blessed is he who in the name of charity and goodwill shepherds the weak through the valley of darkness, for he is truly his brother's keeper and the finder of lost children. And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brothers. And you will know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon thee.
Only a Carpathian would come back to life now and choose New York. Tasty pick. Bonehead.
We were every bit the first. We lived, we breathed, we sweat, we paid the price to be the best. Never been about the boys in the office. The boys that have gone out there night in, night out, doing everything they could to be the very best at what they chose to do in their life. Those boys are here tonight.
Wow, I must have been away too long because my feelings are dead. I feel no remorse.
I only am who I am because I was born that way. I have a gift, and I am trying to not be selfish about it, but to use it.
My job consists of basically masking my contempt for the assholes in charge. And at least once a day, retiring to the men's room so I can jerk off while I fantasize about a life that doesn't so closely resemble hell.
It's my house, and if you don't like it, get the fuck out.
Grab a dog. I choke him, and I kick the shit out of him. And I all day long, I put up a dog's ass. Bang, bang, bang up his ass. That's my pleasure.
Go back to bed, America. Your government has figured out how it all transpired. Go back to bed, America. Your government is in control again. Here you go, America. You are free to do as we tell you. You are free to do as we tell you. You are free to do as we tell you.
Sometimes shit happens. Someone has to deal with it. And who are you going to call?
Oh, you guys like to tell jokes and giggle and kid around, huh? Giggling like a bunch of young boys with a screwdriver. Now, let me tell a joke.
And boom goes the dynamite.
The brother's gonna work it out. 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 The brother's gonna work it out.
Grab a dog.
The brother's gonna work it out.
Grab a dog.
The brother's gonna work it out.
Grab a dog.
The brother's gonna work it out.
Oh, buddies, it's the Ron and Fez show. I'm Ron, there's Fez.
Hiya, buddies.
On music today, it's our band leader, Black Earl. Earl, what's happening, pal?
What's up, baby?
What's up, baby, Fez?
I like that.
That's the way band leaders talk. That's Uptown Jazz, my friend.
I like being his baby.
He's doing Uptown Jazz on us. You never know. All right, Ron and Fez show. Big show planned for today, Fezzy. The Richard Pryor news over the weekend, sad as you could possibly get from me.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though I realized it was the right thing to happen, you know, he wasn't himself all these years. It's still, Even those people that you kind of wait for them to go, when they do, then you're shit. Now it feels worse. Also, big football weekend. We're going to check to see how the champ did. He replaced Mark Lawrence on Friday, and let's see how well he did. I need him to go pretty big, Fezzy. I didn't pay any attention at all when he was talking.
Yeah, and he made 17 picks, so it was real easy to lose interest.
Out of 17 picks, I'd like to see him hit 10 of them. Maybe 11 to make me... If he hits 12, I'm going to be like, he's the man.
That's a payday.
Yeah.
That's a big payday.
That's what I'm looking for. Paydays.
And of course, the champ's belt is on the line with this, too.
My new thing, though, is to not listen to people when they're promoting their product. So I did not listen to the champ. I still refuse to listen to Billy Staples and his airsick, Filthy Christmas CD.
Very filthy Xmas, and that's on sale now. You can go to filthychristmas@AOL.com. You can order it through email or go to the links on ronfez.net.
Yeah, don't even get into the Xmas stuff, Fezzy, because people, even though he named it that, you can't email him at that. It's just... He's set this thing up like a drunk, obviously, where it's called one thing on the album and another if you want to buy it and email him.
Yeah, filthychristmas@AOL.com.
Right. Forget the Xmas, the triple Xmas. That's just Billy's ramblings. That's just crazy talk. So I haven't listened to it at all, and I got to say, I think it must be fantastic because I haven't heard it. So that way I'm able to put it over happily, Fez.
Oh, it's poop. I'll tell you what. You want some poop in your stocking?
Do me a favor. Don't listen. Don't listen to Filthy X Christmas at AOL.com.
I wish I hadn't. It's burned to my eardrums.
Yeah. So we'll play a little prior later on today. I don't know what's happened. We don't have the studio set up properly here. Things are not here and there. We really do need Paulie. Paulie and the Champ days. When we have Paulie and the Champ, that feels like a normal day. But for some reason, when the interns aren't in, it just feels odd to me. Hey, Larry, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron and Fez. Good morning.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say I got my MiFi on Friday.
Oh, congratulations.
And heard the reconciliation between Fez and Mikey D.
Whether that was uncomfortable.
Well, Mikey D, if you're listening, just remember less is more.
So don't hang around so much. You know, I never got an email or anything, or never heard from Mikey D after that. And let's say, obviously, it was all pretty uncomfortable.
Sure.
But the emails that I got, Fez, ran pretty 50-50 of, Ron, why did you even make Fez do this? He's under stress. You're an asshole. To Fez, you wouldn't give an inch. You're an asshole. So, luckily, you and I both came off looking bad. But just to see you back together with Big A Fez means a lot to me.
All right, I'm just Fez.
No, I mean Big A Fez. You're...
My stand-in, my understudy.
You're nom de plume, I believe, would be the name there.
Big A, big part of the negotiations there.
Yeah, he helped out. Soundboard Fez helped out. So either way, Fezzy, both of us came out looking bad.
Nice group effort. It was just nice to finally not have to think about it for 2 seconds.
Thank you. That's what I was trying to do.
That actually felt good for a change.
You're welcome, Fez. You're welcome.
Thank you?
Yes. No, I don't know. You don't have to say that. I'm talking to the people out there who act like, you should have stuck by Fez. Mikey D's an asshole. That makes you an asshole. These emails. Earl, I want you to go through each email and delete everything other than if it says you guys are the best.
Do a search for asshole and then delete those.
That's the holiday present I'm giving to myself. I'm not saying Christmas, Fez. You know why?
Why?
I'm secular. Go ahead.
Wait, how did you become the bad guy in all this?
I don't understand.
You bridged the gap.
You
You're
know
a
what?
Peacemaker.
Like Mother Teresa, yet a lot of people called her names too.
What did they call her?
Whore.
Really?
Yeah. You know who did it?
Who?
Protestants.
Oh, man.
All right, Fezzy, let's, I know we're still waiting for the champ to call in today, and I want to check with him. Hey, Tony, you're on Ron and Fez. How are you, buddy?
Hey, where is the champ, or should I rename him the chump?
That's
I
excellent.
listened to that confident bravado bullshit.
Yeah.
That guy's a fucking loser. He can't pick games.
Well, we don't know. We're going to check back with him. I treated it like it was a filthy Christmas and took my headphones off.
You know what? The only person that picks games worse than him is Francesa, that fat blubbering.
All right, let's take. All right, we do have the champ on the air right now, Fezzy. And here's another odd thing with the emails. The emails run about 50-50 for the champ. They either love him And finally, we've had an intern get over, or they hate him.
He's half the people's champ.
Yeah, which is, Ali never even did that well. People forget that, but when you're a champ, you're controversial.
The president would like to pull 50% at this point, so it's good numbers.
He'd like to pull 30%. All right, here's the champ.
Hey, Ron, hey, Fez. Listen, kind of got hammered a little bit this weekend.
Oh, no.
That's just a hiccup. It's just a hiccup.
What did your bets come in?
Something like 4-10-2 or 4-9-2 without.
You ham and egger. Did you actually throw a C note on every game like you were yelling the other day?
Yeah, I might not be able to give the belt to Ploy. I might have to pay my bookie with it. But to be honest with you, everyone knows next week is going to be a different week. Everyone knows that Ken Norton beat Ali before he beat Foreman.
That's true.
So you got to figure I could have a rough week. I was a little rusty, and I lost a couple games. But you know what? You just double it next week, and then you make it back.
So all we got to do is double down, everybody. We double down with the champs bet.
Don't.
If you had been following these games between Fez's picks, Mark Lawrence picks, and the champs picks, your baby would not be getting food because that's how bad these guys pick.
Listen, I got screwed on a couple games. The Colts, there was a 2-point conversion, a touchdown, an onside kick. The Titans covered by a half a point.
Everybody has those things after the fact.
Well,
every game looks stupid to you after you pick it.
There was a lot of bullshit. The Texans lost on purpose. They still covered, but they lost the game on purpose. They had 2 chances to win. It's all fixed by the end of the season anyway.
But one of your picks was the Texans against Tennessee, and you took the over. 2 teams that have no offense this year.
Well, I was trying to go in a different route. I thought they were gonna really pull it out this time. But score some points, get some points on the board.
You were awful, champ. You were just awful. By the way, the Jets made sure they won so that they can screw up any chance of getting the number 1 pick.
The New York Brainiacs. Way to go.
They're just idiots. The Texans, they know how to lose. They lose.
I'm talking to a guy 4-10-2 calling other people idiots.
No, listen, it was a hiccup. Next week, believe me, it's gonna turn this around.
That's not a hiccup.
Belch.
Yeah, that's a heart attack at that point.
Mark Lawrence and Fez got 85 chances. The champ has one rusty week, and he's
all right, you got a good point there. We did give Fez and Mark Lawrence a lot more chances than we did you, champ.
But at least we started out strong. We had 2 decent weeks before we fell apart. To get anyone to listen to you, you should at least have your first good week.
But let's remember, Fez, we spent that money so fast in the early because we thought money was going to be just pouring in between you 2 guys. We went and spent it big.
We had big lunches.
We were throwing money at hookers. We were just the bumps. It was a bump every 5 minutes. I had a bell set up in here, an egg timer.
I should never have rented that Hummer limo.
All right, champ.
Wait, what's that? What's the game tonight, Fez?
It's Atlanta at New Orleans, I think.
Okay. What's the line?
The line is Falcons favored by 10.5, and it's in Atlanta.
In Atlanta. You know what? Put it all on the Saints.
All right, let's
Falcons
go.
On Friday.
He switched. This is the beauty of it. Now he knows where he's got to go with this bet, Fezzy.
But I'm telling you, put it all on the Saints. The Saints are gonna
Let's all bet heavy. Let's all go in heavy on the Saints. The Saints are gonna go marching in.
I'm not going heavy, and I can't wait to see Paulie wearing your champ belt tomorrow.
Don't you jinx us, Fezzy. Everybody's got to be in this together. Anytime one guy pulls that gimmick, everybody else suffers.
I am out.
Just mark my words.
All right, I can't bet either then.
You're not the champ.
Champ, I can't bet either because I can't be hanging around when there's a jinx bet involved.
There's no jinx bet involved.
Yeah, that's Fezzy going, I won't go with the group. That fucks everything up.
The Saints got it. I'm going with the Mark Lawrence underdog pick of the week.
All right.
That's what I'm going with.
Now you're back in the Mark Lawrence camp.
Yeah, well, that's where that's where you are when you're 4-10-2. All right, talk to you later, champ.
All right.
What a disappointment. What a goddamn disappointment.
Just a mess.
How's it feel, though, to be one of the criticizers rather than the criticee?
Oh, that feels good.
Is that criticee? I don't know where you be.
Criticizer?
Criticized.
The criticized.
You were the criticized before.
Yeah.
Now you're a
the
criticizer.
critiquer.
Yeah. So, we're just disgusting, terrible. Don't know where to go with this. All right, we said we were going to play some Pryor today. Who, in my opinion, Fezzy, was just the best. Absolutely. I don't even know who you would put at second. when you say Richard Pryor was the best of all time.
And every comic that got quoted or you saw in the news this weekend, everyone. I mean, there's nobody that doesn't say Richard Pryor wasn't an influence.
Right. You don't need to. I mean, this is not one of those things where you need to go hear it from other people.
Right.
If you're an American, you know he was the best. Here's what I was thinking about Pryor. Because to me, the way I first got into Pryor was, and I don't even think these really exist anymore, but the comedy album that would be kind of mass-produced, so you wouldn't even know really what they look like. And Pryor had them out in the 70s, Cheech and Chong, it was very big. The Albert Brooks stuff, National Lampoon, the Lemmings album was very, very big to me. You don't realize, at that time when you would hear those, and Carlin, of course, but when you would hear those albums when you were a kid, which you had to sneak them, it got you ready to smoke crack later on because you had to say to yourself, I've got to take this album where nobody else can hear me with it. You had to hide it from your parents to enjoy it. But those things were you couldn't believe because there was nothing like that on TV at the time. When you would hear Pryor albums. He did the Super Nigger stuff, the Bicentennial Nigger, and I would be sitting there going, I cannot believe that I'm listening to this. I thought it was just absolutely the top of the top. And Earl, he was even bigger with black people, right?
Oh, it was, but it was the same deal. It was so underground.
Yeah.
So it was just, it was ours.
Yeah.
For lack of a better, because you didn't see, God knows you didn't see it on TV.
Right.
You had to go to a closed circuit place to see it on. You had to go to a closed circuit theater to see it on TV because movie theaters wouldn't show it.
You know, it's really weird too that how stand-up comedy doesn't really exist all that well outside the time that he was done. You know what I'm saying? You could go, oh, this guy was hysterical and playing for your kids now, and they're like, what? Because it kind of gets redone. It really is tied into the time that it was. But I remember listening to Pryor stuff and just having pains in my side when I was a kid, just loving it.
Yeah, I mean, he does the one bit where he gets dosed with acid. I mean, it's such a universal topic.
He did make things he made it look so easy. Is one thing, just effortless.
You know, it's really funny that you said that because friends of mine who worked the Comedy Store at the time, and I'd heard this story all the time, is he would, take time off. He would come in the first night, and I can't remember who told me the story. It was either Mitchell Walters, maybe Carl LeBeau. They would say the first night, awful. The second night, he would have 2 minutes that were good, the rest awful. The following night, and he would just come in every night until after 2 months, he would have the next album ready to go. And then he would just go out and record it or do a TV special or whatever. So he really did work at it. The point that it was effortless is by the time we got to see it. There is a DVD going around somewhere, I saw it years ago, of him on a really bad night just tubing, and it was just shocking for me to see.
Well, he taped everything. The family he was starting to put out some of the stuff right before he broke out, and he goes, I listened to a lot of this stuff because we taped everything. He goes, I was pretty awful, and this is the best of not awful.
Well, that was the beauty of it. He had the mainstream act, he fucking threw it out, and then started to go with this new persona, which was completely radical for the time. Now, if you go back and listen to that, you wouldn't get it because the black comic is the mainstream now. You know what I mean? It's everybody in America has seen that. But when Pryor came out, nobody was used to the black comic talking about black life, and you know what I mean? You had guys that would come out and kind of play to the white audience, but Pryor was kind of playing to the black audience, and then we were listening in.
Yeah, he did. Bill Cosby always said he did my act better than me.
Well, yeah, I mean the thing is, Bill Cosby was the guy that white America kind of invited into the living room. Pryor was the black guy that you wanted to hang around with. You know what I mean? He was the one, you didn't want to invite him into your house. You wanted to meet him around the corner where your parents wouldn't find out about it. But it was really weird to me. I was thinking about this with the comedy albums is if you were a kid in the suburbs, you had no idea where these places even were. Even the audience seemed cool to me. Like, who are these fucking people that would go and hear this subversive shit? They must be amazing. The whole lifestyle just, and I always remember reading the name Hungry Eye. There's some club in San Francisco, but I'm like, fuck, the Hungry Eye. Must be down in a basement, just really, insane.
Yeah,
like cops could raid the place.
Yeah, I mean, it was just like, I can't name another comic who completely went one way and then completely reinvented himself. I mean, did a really good straight act, like the Cosby type humor, the Dick Gregory type humor.
Well,
goes underground.
I mean, people have done it. Like Jim Carrey did that kind of thing where he had made a lot of money as an impressionist and was like, welcome to Vegas and all. But that came like after the fact.
But it was just like two completely different sides of the coin. It was just like, is this even the same guy?
Right.
Doing the same
well,
act?
it's a weird thing when, and we were talking about this with Harry and Than the day that everybody picked Than, is where you could see that Than is going for his persona, finding his own original thing. But a lot of guys, they come out and they try to do the comedian that they've, seen on TV. So you'll see a lot of young guys and they're doing like Seinfeld or Dennis Miller or whatever, and that kind of gets over on the audience now. But at some point you got to stop doing that and become whatever originality you have. And that's basically what Pryor did in front of everybody.
And he also just engulfed the character, like, what you think of, Mudbone or, Mudbone. Every black guy knew a Mudbone.
Yeah.
And he could make a face that cracked you up. It didn't even have to be the jokes.
John, you're on Ron and Fez.
I want to talk about what I loved about Richard Pryor. He wasn't like comedians today. If you listen to any comedian today, and it's just set up, joke. Set up, joke. And he was so funny because during the setup, he was funny, and he was telling jokes.
Yeah, and there was, but, the shocking thing, like, most of the time, what is like hard to even imagine, is like it was the first time people were hearing of, masturbation stuff, not done as a joke, but here's a funny story from my life. You know what I mean? Here's something really fucked up that I did, and everybody was laughing about it. That embarrassing shit.
Yeah, he gets arrested for shooting his car and makes it a hilarious story.
Which, by the way, I kind of feel in my mind, and I don't know, but I think like he's like the first comic that women wanted to sleep with. You know what I'm saying? Like there was like some kind of appeal to chicks there. He was like, for me, like the first cool comic, where I can't imagine that chicks were lined up to meet, George Carlin or whatever. I don't think that happened much. Fucking, Bill Cosby has to knock him out before he can have sex with him.
He's been pulling that gimmick for a while.
Hey, Roger, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, I remember the first time I saw Richard Pryor on Johnny Carson. He'd done a set. Carson had him sit down on the couch and said, gee, what do people call you, Rich, Richard, Dick? And with a straight face, deadpan face, without missing a beat, he says, skinny nigger. And Carson literally fell off his chair. It was hysterical.
Carson, if you watch any of those old tapes, there's a lot of racial stuff on there, especially the 70s stuff. All right,
yeah, I couldn't get away with it today.
Yeah. And I guess there was a lot of black people who were furious about that, right?
Oh, of course.
Because that was the whole, are we African-American, are we Afro-American? They were going through all this stuff.
No, but again, he said he was just engulfing a character, engulfing that's how guys on the street talk.
Yeah.
And the whole, he was the first guy to get delayed. When he did SNL, the show was supposed to be live. They went, this guy is so edgy, we're going to put a 7-second delay on what he might say.
And I heard from quite a few people that they were pissed off that SNL didn't do more. But I don't think Lorne and him had a very comfortable relationship.
Well, him and NBC had a very stormy relationship.
But, Lorne himself being the one to cave in to the delay and the fact that Pryor never came back to do the show. And everybody always remembers, that Chevy Chase bit with him.
Yeah, it was just one of those. TV had no idea what to do with him. They were just afraid and scared to death.
For that matter, I don't think movies really did. I think Albert Brooks was talking about how bad movies are and said, like, if you came here from outer space and all you saw were Richard Pryor movies where he's acting, you wouldn't know that he was funny. And there's a lot of truth to that. You wouldn't have known just how funny he was. He was just unbelievable when he was younger.
Well, the flip side of that is he was actually a pretty good dramatic actor, too.
Right, but he didn't do very much of that.
Yeah,
but, when you see a lot of those, whether it's The Toy or whatever, that's not like the Richard Pryor on stage. JoJo Dancer probably comes the closest, and that was, a fairly flawed movie, but at the same time, it was a pretty crazy-ass movie, too.
And Gene Wilder was such an odd partner.
Yeah.
From what, Richard Pryor did.
Yeah, those were the two big hits, though. Those were the two big hits that he had with Gene Wilder. Here is Matt. Matt, you're on Ron and Fez.
I just want to say my favorite Richard Pryor moment is that he got lit on fire, and he turned that into a comedy bit. And to me, that was just amazing that you could do that, and it proved that he's just the greatest of all time.
Yeah, he was unbelievable. Even when he came back after that, remember he was wearing the red suit? Like, it was almost like, yeah, I'm the motherfucker that was on fire. Running down the street on fire.
People will get out of your way.
Yeah. Funny stuff.
What was the line? He goes, I like to have milk and cookies. So one day I put my cookies in my milk, and it blew up. Set me on fire. I'm like, where do you even come from? I mean, this horrific thing. It almost killed him, and he found the humor in it.
Hey, Adam, you're on Ron and Fez.
Ron Fez, buddies.
Hey, buddy.
Dude, I was crushed. So crushed this weekend when I heard it, because I'm a huge Lenny Bruce, and, that goes hand in hand, Richard Pryor.
Right.
But don't let anybody forget, Richard Pryor was supposed to be in Blazing Saddles, but he also helped write the whole character for
Blazing he wrote that character for Blazing Saddles, and they wanted him in the movie, and the studio said no to
He was way
it.
too messed up.
Yeah.
That's why they wouldn't even sign him, because they said they can't even count on this guy to even show up to work.
Yeah, but if you think about that, that could have been his real breakout role.
Dude, you even just close your eyes and watch the movie. You could tell
I know.
That's his humor. He did that.
All right, talk to you later, man.
See you, buddy.
Now, we're going to be talking about this Book of Cool is what we've got coming on a little later on today. And is this guy attempting to teach people to be cool?
No, they're just trying to find people that do cool things.
Right.
And then,
so if you do a couple cool things, you can be cool. Because really, what is cool? What is it? I mean, how can you Earl, name somebody who's cool.
Jack Nicholson.
Fez, give me somebody who's cool.
Someone who's cool is Bill Murray.
Bill Murray, Jack Nicholson. Not even similar when you really think about it. Not even similar. What actually makes somebody cool? If I had to say who was cool, I would have said Miles Davis. To me, that was always, anybody who calls their album The Birth of Cool. They're fucking taking ownership of cool. Stay around, everybody. I'm about to give birth to cool. All you people can hang around me.
The father of cool.
So what makes somebody cool, Fez, in your opinion?
I think it's comfortability. No matter what the situation is, you don't lose your cool. You are comfortable in any situation and can come out looking good.
So it's comfortability. Comfortable in your own skin, not a nervous person. No such thing as nervous cool.
Yeah, nervous is not cool whatsoever.
Huh.
I think it's just one of those situations. That person walks into the room, life is better the second he walks or she
Life
walks.
is good because this person comes around. Suddenly the party started.
Yeah.
Now it's a party because this one person's here. Interesting.
So we're going to have on, it's Fred Reese. Is that how you say it, Earl?
He's fucking cool. Fred Reese. First of all, can you be cool with the name Fred? That's the tough thing right off the bat.
That's tough.
Yeah. 866-RON-0-FEZ, 866-RON-0-FEZ. What exactly is cool? How is somebody cool? What do you got to do to be cool? This guy thinks he can teach us in a book, Fez. Because, I guess if you could do a couple things, it's cool. I think everybody should know one card trick. I don't think that's out of the question. You make a kid laugh with a card trick, you're on your way. Chris, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's going on? I just wanted to say, best Richard Pryor movie ever as far as showcasing how funny he was. Movie, mid-70s, Which Way Was Up. He was 3 characters. It was fucking hilarious.
Thank you very much, my friend. 866-RON-0-FEZ, 866-RON-0-FEZ. I tend to agree with Earl. My favorite stuff that he's ever done is the dramatic stuff, the Lady Sings the Blues stuff. Where I forget what he's like, Piano Man or something like that.
Piano Man.
Yeah, I thought he was amazing in that. Hey, Chris, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Maha Bone, boys.
Maha Bone, my brother.
Miss Big A Fez.
I miss Big A Fez, too. And talk about just feel like the room brightens up when Big A Fez is here. And you know what? The thing about Big A Fez? I think it's an act. I don't think he's gay. I really don't.
Oh, I admit Big A Fez has charisma.
Yeah.
Sure.
What do you got for us, Chris?
Hey, you talking about cool guys. You know who was just cool and he was just in the face of adversity, just never backed down, and he never showed any ounce of just folding under the pressure? That's Joe Montana. That guy was cool.
All right, here's the interesting thing about Joe Montana, because he is comfortable in his own skin. He would get the job done. He wouldn't panic. But you look around, let's say Manning. He's 13-0. He's probably the best quarterback we ever saw before. And yet no one would ever say that he's cool. He's definitely not cool.
No, he's not, because you can see when he gets flustered, which Montana, you didn't see that in.
I don't think it comes down to that. Obviously he gets the job done. And like a lot of guys, I think you would have to say Marino was cool, and he used to get flustered and yell at people and stuff. But it's almost something that you can't put your finger on, I believe.
Maybe with Peyton, it's as simple as the haircut. There just doesn't seem to be any style there to feed any cool.
All right, now you've put it up. There's got to be a little style. There's got to be some amount of style. Although your other, Bill Murray, has none whatsoever. So that one's up for debate, though.
And they're trying to make Peyton cool. He's getting a lot of endorsements, doing commercials for a bunch of things.
Yeah, but they're not cool commercials.
Commercials.
They're fucking geeky-ass commercials.
Remember when he first went in the league and they tried to give him, like, a fancy hairdo? They tried to fix that bowl cut.
Did you just say the word do?
Yeah.
Hairdo for a man?
Because that's what it looked like.
Hey, Buzz, you're on Ron and Fez.
Coolest guy, Brad Pitt.
For what reason?
Just because he just pulls it off all the time.
I think you're just turned on by him. Brad Pitt, would you throw him in the cool? I guess he's cool.
Yeah, I would throw him in the cool category.
Yeah. Hey, Jake, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Bill Clinton was one cool cat.
Not for me. Never worked for me. I always found him to be a little too needy. And also a little too quick to compromise for me.
Well, when you're taking a look, he's getting the head under the table, and I still stays above reproach, basically. Just, wasn't me, wasn't sex.
I don't know. I mean, the fact is the chick that he was with kind of fucked it up for him. You know what I mean? Like, if he would have been with a movie star, maybe he would have got over a little better.
She was a little too hefty.
She was a big girl. Which would work normally. Obviously, if he didn't get caught, nobody would have a problem with it.
But she was a little healthy.
Yeah.
Too healthy.
Ted, you're on Ron and Fez.
Oh, the king of cool, and thank God he's not my dad, because I could never approach this as George Clinton.
George Clinton, funky, but would you say cool?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, with that hair, that fucking dress that he's wearing, I don't know. I mean, I love the guy, but I don't know if I would go so far as to say cool.
And when was the last time that bed sheet was changed?
That's still got the piss stains in it.
All right, we're rebooting the phones up. I don't know what happens over there, Earl. If we get phone calls that all come in at the same time like a radio show, we can't really take them.
We really need Wiki to take care of this, Earl.
Hi, you're on the Ron and Fez show. How you doing?
Yeah. Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, the king of cool, the absolute coolest motherfucker in the world is Samuel L. Jackson. There is nobody fucking cooler than him.
Sam Jackson. Now, let me ask you guys this.
Absolutely.
Is this almost cheating because, let's say, Jack Nicholson, Bill Murray, these are actors portraying a coolness, but we don't really know how they are in real life. We don't know if Sam Jackson or Bill Murray are screaming at their agent, if I don't get this role, I'm never going to work again. Or if it takes them 15 times to actually pull that off to where that scene is cool.
I don't know. I think it's a little bit of both. I could see a Sam Jackson just kind of chilling at a restaurant or at a bar, having a few drinks.
Yeah,
relaxing.
when we had Michael Madsen come in that time, and he's drinking tequila on the air and busting his beautiful blonde wife's balls as he's promoting his poetry book. Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. I think that there's a guy who actually lives it, walks it.
Giant tumbler of tequila.
I just remember he just, hey, you need anything? You don't want a soda or drink? You got any tequila?
And he wasn't slurring or playing drunk guy. He was just a guy drinking tequila. Now, I've had so much tequila, because anytime you're going to fucking talk about how much you've drank that you're in this state, definitely not.
It's a cool thing if you can maintain when you're partying.
Hey, you're on the Ron and Fez show. How are you?
How you doing? How you doing?
Yeah, go ahead.
I got a couple for you. First of all, anyone who gets in the huddle
with a minute left in the Super Bowl and says, "Hey, there's John Candy." That guy's got it.
I think we all are agreeing that Joe Montana's cool. I don't think you can take it away from him. No one ever even said he was the most talented, best arm, best legs, whatever. There was just something to make the other guys believe in him that turned out to be pretty cool.
Definitely. And then with the actors, like you want to look at a guy who played someone who's really just a total tool. It'd be Henry Winkler with the original.
Very good point. Fonzie was a cool character, and then Henry Winkler is not that guy. He's kind of a geeky, studious guy. John Travolta can play cool. In real life, he doesn't seem very cool at all.
Definitely. Let's bring back.
Now, cool for me, Dean Martin. To me, maybe the coolest person who's ever walked down. I'm way more into Dean Martin than I am Frank Sinatra in terms of looking like he lived a life to be admired. Where Frank Sinatra always seemed upset, threatening people, making all kinds of shit go down. Dean Martin just seemed like he just cruised along.
And Dean Martin, you didn't have to worry if that was the character. You got Dean Martin all the time.
Hey, you're on the Ron and Fez show. Whoops. Having some trouble with these phones. Let me try here. Hi, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Yes. Present day, I would say Quentin Tarantino.
Quentin Tarantino makes cool movies, but when he's interviewed, he's kind of geeky. And he blathers. He's in a hurry to say everything. He's sweating. So he can do things that are cool, no doubt about it. Is he cool? Maybe just the opposite. Maybe he's closer to being Woody Allen than anything else.
It's kind of that geeky kind of cool because he just knows way too much about movies sometimes.
Right. And nothing.
Loves board games.
Yeah. It's not exact. He's like a big child. And yet you can't deny the fact he makes really cool movies. And I do think having your thing that you can do well is really, really important to be cool. But you don't have to explain it. Some guys are really quiet and cool, and other people are real, silver-tongued devils and cool. Hi, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, go ahead.
This one just popped up on its own.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't even hit it. Again, hi, you're on the Ron and Fez show. Unbelievable. This is just happening on its own. Hi, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yes, hello?
Yes, here we go.
Yes, I think Woody Allen is the coolest guy in the whole entire world. Oh, my God.
Here's the weird thing about Woody Allen. He made some really cool films, got really cool chicks, would you call him, but he's nervous. But there is some kind of thing that Earl tried to bring up was like geeky cool. That's got to be, a subheading of the whole thing.
Geek chic.
What about Bono?
Is he cool? I don't know if I would say cool. I feel like he's real. He's trying his best. I don't know if I would say cool, though. Those fucking fly glasses drive me crazy. That's got to stop.
No, but you like a Jack Nicholson. He'll walk into a place looking like a million.
Well, he's a gigantic star, no doubt about it.
1,000-watt smile, and you got the big wraparound sunglasses on. It's blackout, but he's got them on.
I don't know. I guess you could say he was cool. I think he's probably something else. I would say more sincere than cool. Here's Steve. You're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, Billy D. Williams was pretty smooth. That's what I think. He was a cool cat.
It's kind of interesting because he was era cool. You know what I mean? For that era, he was cool. But you always don't sustain outside of your era.
Yeah, you tend to look like that era after you moved into another era.
Good
you
point.
get that era's look.
Like Hugh Hefner. He's really always going to be the late 50s. And, if you'll see, a Hugh Hefner or somebody, they come in and out of cool all the time where people, give them that retro cool thing.
That's like some rockers, can't maintain because they get stuck in their spandex era.
Here's, let's go right here. Ryan, let's just try it. Hi, you're on the Ron and Fez show. Who's this?
Hey, Ron, it's Kurt from Jersey.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, Miss Soundboard Big A.
I miss Soundboard Big A Fez, too.
We don't even have a Soundboard Big A Fez.
What about Elvis? He was cool.
He was cool for a while, and then he ended up in big fucking stupid jumpsuits and dying while he was on the shitter. So he lost whatever cool he had. To me, he lost his cool in the Army. Because when he came back and, was wearing Hawaiian shirts during the 60s and saying he had no comment on the war one way or the other, and, to me, he lost the whole thing.
I always remember that movie, Heaven Help Us, where they're in the movie theater. They ditch school to watch Blue Hawaii, and the Kevin Dillon character goes, Because what the hell happened to Elvis? It looks like, he's just singing on like a big
it's
boat.
true.
And he's got this big, loud Hawaiian shirt on. He's singing this just awful song. And he goes, so what happened? It looks like they cut his balls off.
The start of the costume era.
Hey, Andrew, you're on Fez. Oh, man, he had a great one, too. These fucking phones. We have a situation here, Earl, where the phones will work as long as you don't have a subject that people want to talk about. You know the show is dying if the phones are working. If people are interested in the show, the phones go out because they're all calling at the same time.
Earl, that has to be #1 priority now to get this fixed.
Earl, let's suppose, and this can't be difficult, we were selling a product for QVC. And we'll go, hey, we got so many calls, we got knocked off the air. Somebody would get fired for it.
And we're stuck with all this Capitamonte poor.
Yeah. So Wiki's back today?
Yes.
Is he going to be on the job, or what's the story there?
Yeah, he is. I emailed him this morning.
But like you say, he says a lot of nice things to you, but has he ever come through for us? Thank you. That's all you had to say. Sean, you're on Ron and Fez. How are you?
Hey, pretty good. I'd like to say that Paul Newman, now that's cool.
Paul Newman, cool hand Luke.
Really?
How much cooler can you get than that? They call the guy Cool Hand because his hand is so fucking cool.
You got to be steady.
I got a good one. That's Steve McQueen was another one.
Steve McQueen. Again, but we're going into actors, not real people. That's the problem. Maybe it's easier to be cool as an actor.
No, but he just seemed to be, the persona off screen was almost as big as the one on it. Rode bikes, he had beautiful women.
Yeah, he did. That part's true, too. Well, you got to look like you're enjoying. When good things happen to you, you better enjoy it. I can't stand guys that are belly aching when life is going their way. That always gets on my nerves. And that's what pisses people off about T.O., because he doesn't seem like he's having fun with the whole thing.
That's like Sinatra. Remember when I think it was George Michael or someone was bitching about how famous they are and how much of a drag it is, and then Sinatra just came out and goes, he said, "Get on the ride and ride the wave, baby." Because it only comes once. Enjoy.
Yeah. Why don't you at least enjoy yourself for 5 minutes? Here is Mark. Mark, you're on Fez.
I miss Fez, and I'd like to say that I think Miles Davis is one of the coolest cats around.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about that earlier. According to him, he gave birth to Cool. And I don't know how he did, but he somehow pushed Cool through his womb.
He suffered through the labor pains.
But, there used to be a thing like, okay, surfing, that's cool. But I think that's already lost because so many dicks are surfing. Skiing was cool for a while, and then a lot of assholes started to
Anything like that. The snowboarding, skateboarding.
There was a time where playing, a guitar was cool, and then too many people picked it up.
Got a spy report.
I'm one or a good one?
Depends on which side of which another guy a lot of people consider cool. Pat Riley is back coaching the Miami Heat.
Man, Pat Riley's cool on the basketball court. I don't know. I've never seen him off though.
No, he kind of introduced that whole. I mean, first of all, he got those bad Blazers out of the NBA. He would show up in Armani suits and looking good.
Yeah, I know. That's true. Slick the hair back. No matter what happened, though. Like, it never occurred to him, like, hey, it's time for new hair. He's still slicking.
I would love to see what that looks like blow-dried.
Here is Dave. Dave, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys. What do you guys think about Elvis Costello?
Geeky. Love him. Beautiful poet. But I would never say he was cool. All right, here's a cool one for you. Would you say Kerouac cool, Fez?
I would say, yeah, Kerouac cool.
I say just the opposite. Kerouac, the writer, next to the cool guy, writing about him. Cassidy was the cool one. Kerouac made money off the cool by going, let me tell you what my friend was up to. There he goes. And then Kerouac went home and lived with his mom. So I don't know how that worked out. Dan, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, the man in black, Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash definitely had a cool period, but he's also been known to get a little hokey on us as well. And I'm going to say to you right now, that whole Carter family thing, I can take it or leave it.
I remember he did the Patriotic album.
Yeah,
Songs of
there's a
Peace.
lot of stupid shit that he did over the years, too, which is really hard to maintain a lifetime of cool. No doubt about that. But there's a country cool. Dwayne Allman, cool.
Hank Williams, Sr.
Cool. Senior, yeah. I have to know if there was a cool one at all.
Garth, not so cool.
Here's, good point. Here's Bobo. Bobo, how are you?
Hey, Merry Christmas, buddy.
Happy holidays.
Oh, thank you.
Happy holidays to you. Bobo's a Jew, and I don't want to offend him.
I don't want to get sued by Pat Robertson's lawyers, so I'm saying Merry Christmas.
I'm sure they're coming after you. What can we do for you today, Bobo?
Well, I wanted to vote for Tom Waits for being cool. I saw him get heckled by a guy once in concert, and he goes, I know your zip code. E-I.
Oh, they shit the bed again.
Be cool, Fezzy. Stay cool. But look at these. It just means that the phone. Look at the phone lines. They're all blown up, but we can't keep them together.
Every line explodes.
Yeah.
That knocks everyone else off, including who's on the air at the time.
Fez and I are going out to lunch today with Jeremy Coleman. Would you like him to come in here and just see if he can't straighten the place up for a couple days, Earl, or would that be a problem?
It may need the magic touch.
Be good to see the Coal Man again.
Do you think that would be a problem, though, for the company?
Yeah.
So we don't want anybody coming in and just straighten the place up.
I'm not saying it's a problem. I think the company will have a problem.
But it needs to be straightened up.
Yeah.
That's a fact. You can't get around that.
I swear to God, Fez, phone lines are going off without me touching them.
They're just, random phone lines are punching themselves in on the air.
Hey, Kyle, you're on Ron and Fez. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Yeah.
Hey, big ass 7458.
Way to go, old school for us.
Hoo-ah! Yeah, I got a couple cool ones. One might be era cool. How about Tom Waits?
Tom Waits, we were just discussing him. I think Tom Waits works overall. I got no problem at all with Tom Waits being on. Because here's the thing. He bucked the era that he was in. The era that he came up in was like the 70s, the disco era, and he's singing these crazy old piano songs and basically fucking his voice up on purpose. So, yeah, he belongs there.
Yeah, you got to give credit to a guy who just sits in a hotel and drinks for 10 years.
Yeah. And then stops.
How about Hunter S. Thompson?
Hunter, wild, crazy, cool? No, I'm not throwing him into the cool thing.
Yeah, I see you.
I love him. He's a wild man, but almost too cool for cool. Almost beyond cool. Like cool people like Bill Murray and Johnny Depp would play him in a movie. That's kind of cool when you fucking think about it.
I just thought it was cool that he had his ashes shot out of a cannon.
Cool or crazy? You know what I mean? I mean, that's just fucking bizarre. I mean, like, you want a friend that gets his ashes shot out of a cannon. I don't know if you yourself go, someday I want my ashes shot out of a cannon.
You want to deliver the cool eulogy.
John, you're on Ron and Fez.
Ryan.
Yeah.
Y'all forgetting the coolest guy that ever lived, Joe DiMaggio.
Joe DiMaggio would work for me. My only problem is he let everybody fuck his chick, and that was a problem. You know, Frank Sinatra was banging it, and the Kennedys were banging his chick. That he got to lose points for that.
When he was taking the rose to her grave, that was classy. I don't know how cool.
Well, he was cool in the field.
Yeah.
And his job, when you talk about a guy who didn't get his feathers ruffled, DiMaggio. No doubt about it.
I think there was only one time he really got upset on the field.
Yeah.
When it was a famous catch. Al Giaffredo made the catch, and he just kicked the dirt, and then...
Yeah, and that was actually famous, that he kicked the dirt once.
Earl was at that game.
One day in his life, he kicked the dirt up. All right, let's go through this. We'll basically throw it off this way. Coolest basketball player all time.
Chamberlain.
I go Frazier.
Yeah, I would have said Frazier.
Yeah. Coolest boxer ever.
Ali.
Coolest baseball player ever.
The Babe?
The Babe.
I'd say Mays.
Mays will do it. I was just going to go Bake McBride for that big fucking fro and leave it at that. Coolest rocker all time.
John Lennon.
I'll throw an odd one out. Chuck Berry.
I don't think one of them has ever been cool. They're all too fucking. They're all too love me, everyone. Here is Lou. Lou, you're on Ron and Fez. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, what's up, fellas?
Yeah.
Like the show.
It is
glad
good.
Glad Fez is back. Clint Eastwood has been cool for a long, long time.
You know, I mean, here's what we know. He acts cool, but we're getting a lot of actors, and I do not know if that should be the criteria. Hey, do we have time to do Mudbone before we do the Book of Cool Guy?
Yeah, we could do. You want to do Mudbone and take a break, or?
Yeah, we'll go. We'll throw right into the break with Mudbone.
Oh, that's cool.
All right, we're gonna
That's
have.
cool.
Thank you.
Nice.
There's not enough O's in cool for that. All right, so we'll take a break. We'll listen to a little Mudbone here. It's Earl brought this in. It's Richard Pryor. I think Mike the Teacher also sent us some Pryor stuff, too. We'll play some other stuff beyond the show today. We got an author on, Fez. He wants to teach people how to be cool.
Fred Reese from the Book of Cool. You can check that out at bookofcool.com.
Right back in a few, Ron and Fez.
And ladies and gentlemen, from Tupelo, Mississippi, Mudbone. You know, now, I know that boy. See, he fucked up. See, that fire got on his ass. And it fucked him up upstairs. Fried up what little brains he had. Because I remember the motherfucker, he could make a motherfucker laugh at a funeral on Sunday, Christmas Day. But you know what happened? He got some money. That's what happened to him. He got some money. Them Miss Mill cramps and shit was gone. He said, fuck it. Went all the way crazy. Shit, now me, I'm still hungry. See, I'm going to be out here 4 days and 6 months. You know, I remember, see, nobody remember when I started in show business. I gave Moms Mapley heartbreak. Moms was an ugly child. I told her, I said, girl, you ought to go into comedy. She's about 2 then. And she still had that funny voice. I'm the one started. So, I watched this boy's career because he used to come by and give me $1 here, 50 cents down. He was all right, you know. He would never let me 5, though, you know. Well, he let me have them 2s and fews, you know. So I felt for the boy. I went over there talking to him. And he ignorant. Because I sit down and talk to him, and he don't let him get none of that powder in his nose. That's like trying to talk to a baboon there. I talked to the boy 7 days and 7 nights. He was still on the same subject. Where can I get some more? So I talked to him, you know. I said, boy, why don't you do something with yourself? Since religion ain't your thing, maybe you take up ballet. I told him, I said, because you're going to be black a long time. So you might as well enjoy yourself, because there ain't many black motherfuckers out there doing it. Said, don't stop now. Said, don't lighten up, tighten up. That's what I told him. And he must have listened to me. Because he was going to register to vote. I knew he would stick then. See, I lived through hard times before. Like people talking about these as hard times. Hard times was way back. They didn't even have a year for it, just called it hard times. It was dark all the time. I think the sun came out on Wednesday. And if you didn't have your ass up early, you missed it. So I happened to be out there one Wednesday, and the sun hit me right in the face. And I grabbed a bunch of it, rubbed it all over myself. Because, shit, I didn't have nothing else. Said, shit, I might as well have some sun on my face. And time went on, and I remembered it was Thursday. So I said, damn, that sun was a bitch. That's why they didn't want us to have none of it. Because it cheer you up inside, you see. So I got all cheered up, went out on a date. Lucinda Bell May. Girl was pretty. Coal black. Looked like a coal black something. A coal black piece of black. Was shining beautiful. Skin was tender, like a baby's butt. Right? Sweet breast smelled like carnation milk. That's how tender she was. I liked her too. She had a little liking to me. Her father was blacker than her. He was mean though. I mean, he fought to leave soot in his drawers. His name was Jimmy Dean. So Lucinda, we'd have to tip away. We'd go up and do a little kissing up in the apple orchard. We'd tip away together on Wednesday morning when the sun was up. Because we get up there, I make her put a little on her face, and she relaxed. Then she relaxed, I started rubbing all over. Women's like when you rub on them. If you rub them in them right spots, you got to rub them right there. Right on the inside of the leg by the kneecap. Rub them right there. And you rub it around till it starts burning. Shit, they open up then more. Because there ain't but two pieces of pussy you're going to get in your life. That's your first and your last. And all that shit in between don't count. That's just the extra gravy, you see. But you'll never forget your voice, and you won't damn sure forget your laugh. If you live that long, you're in big trouble. I'd rather die of cancer than fuck around and remember my last piece of pussy. Your mother said, when's the last time you got some pussy? I said, yesterday. That's as far as I want to remember it. I don't want to live that long. There ain't no point to it. Because you didn't ask to come to this motherfucker, and you sure can't choose how to leave. Because you don't know when you're going to go. So don't take this shit serious. You better have some fun and plenty of it. Because when the shit over and you ask for a recharge, it's too late. So all I can say is keep some sunshine on your face.
Ron and Fez, XM 202.
All right, buddies, it's the Ron and Fez show. 866-RON-0-FEZ, 866-RON-0-FEZ. The Book of Cool, that's what the book we picked up. Volume 1. Fezzy, there's going to be more volumes to being cool than just one.
The last volume on Cool hasn't been written yet.
Doesn't sleep. Cool doesn't sleep. So we got Fred Rees on with us from, is he coming from London, Earl?
Yes, live from London.
How cool.
Yeah. Here's Fred. Fred, you're on the Ron and Fez show. How are you?
Yeah, I'm very good, guys. How are you doing?
Now, you put this book together, Fred?
Yep, that's right. Yeah, we sort of searched the world to try and find as many kind of world champions and experts as we could to teach the world how to do cool things.
Now, did you think that there was something lacking in males in the world, that maybe they weren't picking up on things?
Well, I just think that there's loads of things which you see people doing in movies and on adverts, and you look at it in life and you think that looks pretty cool, and
right.
You know, and it's kind of quite hard to work out, you know, where you begin to learn how to do these things. Like you see someone doing a funky frisbee throw, or messing around with a soccer ball, or flipping a skateboard, and you know, and it's just. I mean, what we did is we just sort of compiled all of these things together so that there was one reference where you could find out how to do, you know, a whole multitude of different cool skills, really. And we sort of put tons of stuff into it. So, you know, we kind of left it up to you, the user, to decide what it was that you really thought was really cool that you would want to do.
Now, what would you recommend to people? Let's say they can't do, you know, they're a little bit uncomfortable in their own skin. And you go, here's a little trick you can learn for yourself, or here's a little life lesson you can have, and it'll help be an icebreaker. What would, if you could only give them one, Fred, what would you do right off the bat?
Okay, well, one of the things which I really like is that you quite often see in movies people rolling a coin down the back of their hand, down
right.
their knuckles. That's quite a groovy thing to be able to do. It's quite simple.
Don't these things take years to master, though, Fred?
Well, what we did is that we got all of these experts to begin with the basic things and build you up to doing the
right.
more advanced, complicated stuff. So there are, within each category, there are things, you know, that you can pick up reasonably quickly. But having said that, if anything is cool and it kind of looks cool, it's not going to be, you know, something which you can instantaneously do,
right.
because otherwise everyone would do it and it wouldn't be cool.
Now, where do you think the coolest place in the world is, Fred, that you find a lot of the experts at?
Well, I've got to say that, you know, I come from the UK, and we only managed to find one person to feature from the UK in
Dame Edna.
In the Book of Cool. But in the United States, I hate to say it, but that's where most of the people come from. So.
We kind of market cool, don't we? We kind of, between our music and our movies.
Yeah, I guess you got the kind of patent on it to an extent. But I mean, there are quite a lot of other people from different parts of the world that can do things which, you know, I think most people in the world will find, you know, quite good fun to do.
And I do agree with this. I think that if a guy knows one magic trick, all kids will like him the rest of his life. You know, you make a coin disappear, you do a quick magic trick, and that'll be an icebreaker. And if you're dating a girl with a kid, boom, you're in.
Yeah, sure, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody should be able to shoot a little bit of pool. You don't have to do it constantly, but you want to walk into a bar and be able to shoot pool.
You got to at least be able to break.
Yeah.
I think that's the coolest part of a game of pool.
Good point.
Yeah. I mean, and there are lots of sort of keys to playing pool, which, you know, it's just great to have a kind of reference which you can look at. And I bet anybody that if they were to sit down and, you know, look at the pool section on the Book of Cool,
right,
that they would end up being a much better pool player and would have more fun when they are playing pool and would be able to show off. And
right.
Yeah.
And you just have to, if you know one pool trick or enough. You don't have to be great, but people don't have to start staring at you when you're playing. The same with golf. You could go out there, hack around, have a good time, but if you can't swing the club at all, now all of a sudden there's fucking attention being paid.
Yeah, sure, exactly.
Yeah.
We're talking to Fred Reese. The Book of Cool is his book. It's the book and DVD set that you can pick up at bookofcool.com.
Now, Fred, one of the other things that's starting up now is poker suddenly became cool.
Right, yeah, definitely. And we found this guy in Vegas called George Joseph, who is regarded within the sort of casino world as being the leading expert on actually catching people that are cheating at cards. And obviously, in order to be able to catch people cheating, you've got to be a really good cheat yourself. And this guy, he teaches you how to flick cards like you see, you know, poker dealers doing, how to roll coins, how to shuffle, how to do different kind of poker pitches. So I mean, basically, there's an hour's worth of poker skills in there, which, you know, if you like having your home game or poker like I do, it's, you know.
Yeah, if you sit down at a table and the guy knows how to shuffle his chips with one hand and he's just sitting there, you know you're at the wrong fucking table. This guy, that's intimidating. And and because you know this guy's been sitting at this table 14 hours a day for the last 20 years,
just playing with his chips.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it. But I mean, I guess once you know how to do those things, then you can obviously not do them and look incompetent.
Right.
And then when it comes to the really big hand, then you can start shuffling your chips, and then you can freak out the other guy.
How about some of the extreme sports? What are the coolest of the extreme sports?
Well, I quite like there's a flatland bike skills in it, which I don't know if you know what that is, but a flatland bike is a sort of it's like a little trick bicycle. It's got two sort of spokes that come out of each of the front and the rear wheel, and the front wheel can spin around independently, and that is quite extreme, and that's really hard to learn how to do. But the guys that do that, it's beautiful to watch. Really is pretty stunning.
And we're talking about some of these skills. It's not just for guys. Everybody likes a chick that can do a couple cool things too.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I mean, I got an email from this girl who was saying that this is really sexist. There's only a couple of women in it, and my response to her was that why does it matter what sex is what the sex of your teacher is?
Right.
I mean if your master is a woman or a man, it's the knowledge which you are getting. It's kind of up to you how you use it. It's not really about the sex of the person that's teaching you. So yeah, I mean I would definitely say that girls, women can obviously pick up all of these skills. They're just as competent as we are.
Now you have little bartending skills in there as well, because you got to be able to mix a drink if you're a guy.
Yeah, well, that's true. Yeah, and we found this guy is from Argentina and now lives in Vegas, and he's the 9 times world bar flaring champion. And bar flaring is kind of what Tom Cruise does in the movie Cocktail.
Sure.
And he teaches you how to flip bottles, how to spin napkins, how to
show
pop
tenders,
beer bottles, how to do all kinds of crazy stuff when you're drinking.
All right. Do you know what you're going to be doing for Volume 2? Have you decided yet?
Yeah, well, we've probably got about, 50-60% of Volume 2 lined up. But, I mean, one of the things that we're doing with our website, bookofcool.com, is to try and get as many people as possible to contact us who can, if they can do something or that they think is cool, even if it's just one thing, or if they can, if they know of a certain thing which they really think is great, then, if they contact us and tell us about that, or send us a video of them doing their individual skill, then I mean, we start filming again next February, and then we're on a kind of another worldwide hunt, and we'll be in the kind of US for a couple of months, and we'll be traveling around. So if someone does get in touch with us, then you never know, we might knock on their door and film them doing their thing.
All right, Earl, what would it be for you? What would one thing that you always wish that you could pull off?
A better pool player.
Yeah,
definitely a better pool player.
Thanks. We've already discussed that. We appreciate it. All right, Fred. Thanks for being on the show.
Hey, no problem. Thank you.
All right, it's thebookofcool.com. That's the name of it?
Yeah. Bookofcool.com is the only place to get it at the moment.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's a great Christmas present, I think.
All right, there you go. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
We say happy holidays here because we've taken the Christ out of Christmas, unlike the non-secular Brits. What's the latest there? Who's in trouble lately? I know Bill Riley's always on the march trying to find people who are taking Christ out of Christmas.
Yeah, he's got his war on Christmas, where it sounds like he's actually going to war on Christmas. He's fighting the people who are attempting to launch war on Christmas.
Fuzzy, how's this for cool? Brad Johnson comes back, takes the Vikings 6-0 since he's back, and they're back in the playoff hunt.
Amazing. I would love to have Brad Johnson on the Buccaneers again.
Well, I don't know. Your Buccaneers win big yesterday. Are they first place or tied for first place?
They're tied for first place, but they hold the tiebreaker. As you go down the line of tiebreakers, they hold the first tiebreaker over the Panthers, which is division record.
So right now, in charge of their own destiny. All they got to do is run the table. They're in.
That would be sweet. And the way they played yesterday against a really good team on the road, it doesn't seem out of the question to ask them.
What happened to the Panthers yesterday? They looked awful.
They crapped the bed again. It was just like Chicago. They have trouble against big defenses.
It was weird to see. Chicago finally lost yesterday, right?
Yeah, they messed up. They lost in Pittsburgh in that blizzard.
Yeah, that was an ugly, ugly day.
Yeah, and that thing wasn't even close, 21-9.
And we brought this up. The Jets finally win and have an opportunity there to miss the Reggie Bush. Reggie wins the Heisman over the weekend.
Yeah, so they brought the big three that were being considered, but they didn't go 5 like they usually do.
Yeah.
Because it was just not worth an airline ticket to have like Brady Quinn show up or
but
something.
But why not? Why wouldn't it just for the fact that it would have had to been, there's nothing worse, bad about finishing 5th. Those guys would have been happy to be there.
For something that's steeped in tradition,
yeah.
They really went against tradition this year.
Now, did they not even go downtown to the athletic club at all? Was it all done from the Hard Rock?
I think all of it was done in the Hard Rock.
Yeah, the press conference was at the Hard Rock. I went to it. And the one guy who was really bummed out was Vince Young. He was really...
He thought he was going to win?
He he was convinced he was going to win.
He thinks he's going to win the Rose Bowl.
Vince, wake up. Wake up, buddy. You had a dream.
Yeah, like the first thing he says, like, I'm just really disappointed for my fans and for my team. I'm like, you
For
finished
the state of Texas?
You finished second in the Heisman Trophy voting to a guy who's maybe
on national TV every single week, too.
Yes, and maybe like the best all-around player to come out of might come out of the draft maybe in 10 years.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not a. If he stays in school, he'll win it next year.
Well, he's not staying in school. I don't see. I mean, would you stay if you were him?
No, I would leave.
I would have a suitcase full of money under my arm and be running with it. I think it's insane that anyone even acts like it's a good thing when these guys turn down millions to go back to school.
I would fly directly from the Rose Bowl to Madison Square Garden and sit there waiting for the draft.
Any school at all that is teaching kids about life and making money would say, take $15 million over a year of school. Any business school would say, take the $15 million. You're stupid if you don't. You some of those millions to buy some books and read them. Hire a fucking tutor. But do not go back to school, risk losing your knees and all that cash.
Yeah, the way he runs, why is it worth it to blow out an ACL or an MCL, against Stanford?
Well, Leinart did the exact opposite. He stayed another year, and the money was still there.
He couldn't leave Nick Lachey.
Let's face it, he's fallen worse this year. I think he would have went higher in the draft last year than this year. And where's he going to make up that money? You said the money's still there. You still take a 1 year out of your career, right?
Yeah.
Your actual playing time. So somewhere he now needs to make up $12, $15 million.
I mean, wasn't the highest quarterback that went last year Alex Smith out of Utah?
Yes.
So, I mean, that was the second one behind what would have been Leinart. He could have had a huge contract.
And now we know he stinks. We had enough time to watch him this year. I'm not impressed with him. I hope I'm wrong. I hope him and Nick go on to a happy, happy life, but I'm not saying it.
That's Newlyweds Volume 2.
Is it Brokeback Rose Bowl or something?
Thank you very much. It's Brokeback football.
Brokeback quarterback.
866-766-0339. 866 Ron Zero Fez. Now, do we got the phones working, Earl? Is it something we should worry about?
They are up and going. Both D.C. and New York are working on it.
But is it something that we should try and be duller and not try to get the phones to ring?
They didn't say that one way or the other. They said they were just working on the problem.
Hopefully they would say it one way or another, and it shouldn't be the nother.
Hey, Dan, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, I was just listening to you guys talking about the guys coming out for the draft. Vince Young's already said he's coming back to school.
Yeah, well, that works when you're playing for Texas.
Right.
Because there's big money to be made in Texas college football. He'll actually take a pay cut if he goes on to the pros. That's the kind of cash they're paying down there in the Lone Star State.
His sophomore year, I think he bought a ranch.
Yeah, he's doing very, very well for himself. Here's Brian. Brian, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, buddies, Miss Fez.
I miss Fez, too, man. He was the best.
I'm right here.
Hey, Fez. Oh, you are there. I wanted to ask if you knew about, I know one of your favorites from the old vignettes, Bobby the Brain Heenan made a return to commentary last night on pay-per-view.
I didn't see this.
Was it doing the TNA or whatever it is?
It was TNA. It was Turning Point. He actually was involved in a little thing that with two guys from the White Sox because one of them used to be a wrestler. And, he had throat cancer in, 2002 and rebounded from that. Granted, I think he used a foreign object, so it's kind of a sketchy win, in typical ways. But he came back and did some commentary. Still has the one-liner, still looks great. Wonder if you knew about that.
No, I did not know he's going back to pay-per-view. Had no idea.
Do we have that tape of the wrestling fan crying? Did the whole thing ever get put together? We need to look at it first. Do we know the purpose behind it, though? Because I don't know. So there's no reason to play it. All right.
Not getting an answer.
Here's Bob. Bob, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys, I want to know if you guys saw the Texans game yesterday and Chris Brown shanking that field goal. You think the Texans laid down that game, threw it, get Reggie Bush in the draft?
So many times that doesn't work for you, though. There's so many guys, especially the little scatbacks, that come out of college, and it just doesn't work for them.
Yeah, I mean, Ron Dane out of Wisconsin, I thought would have been huge.
Yeah.
I really thought that guy was going to be something.
Yeah. Yeah, there's plenty of them. I mean, there's just time after time that if you look at that, a lot of those little guys don't work out.
What about Ryan Leaf? Huge bust.
Did he win the Heisman that year?
I didn't think he won it.
I don't think he did either.
No, he won. I know he finished second. But
but you never know.
And then there's other guys.
But remember Archie Griffith, I think, won back-to-back and never had a big pro career. So you got to be very careful with that whole deal.
Yeah, like Archie Griffith, I think, ended his NFL career with like 6 touchdowns.
Here's Perry. You're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, I think Reggie Bush is going to go pro. Let me tell you why. I don't think he's going to go back to school. There was a report saying that he took out a multi-million-dollar insurance policy.
Yeah.
You don't do that if you're going back to class.
Well, I think you can still do it if you're in college.
Oh, really?
And actually, it wouldn't be a bad idea for the colleges to be forced to pay for this stuff. This fucking NCAA pisses me off. Do you know how much Notre Dame is getting for their bowl game? $18 million.
Unbelievable.
And the kids get nothing.
Yeah, they get in trouble if they go to Arizona and someone takes them to dinner.
Now, Fez, I don't know whether you listened to this. Perry sent me a copy of his show that he did over the weekend, and he did a salute to Richard Pryor. And it's CosmicCircus.com, Perry?
Yeah, thecosmiccircus.com.
All right, so I go, all right, I'll play this while I'm listening. You can just sit there and play it on your computer. From his bedroom or his basement, wherever he's doing this fake radio show, he's interviewing people one after another that we would never get. He's got Jackie Mason on there talking about Richard Pryor. He's got Cheech talking about Richard Pryor. Joan Rivers talking about Richard Pryor. And Earl gets us some fucking guy from Britain who did the Book of Cool.
They have Merv Griffin.
Yeah, Merv Griffin was on there.
Yeah, it was truly a historical day in fake radio. Sadly, at the cost of Richard Pryor's life, but the guy was just a genius, and I just wanted to do something. And
do any of these people know that they're really just talking to you during this interview?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I kind of have to worm my way in there, if you know what I'm saying. I lie. It's a fake radio show. I do it out of my basement, and they have no clue. I think everyone was just caught up in the emotion and kind of wanted to say a little something.
You never know who's going to be hanging around the basement on the Cosmic Circus.
No, hey, Earl, why could he do 4 guests bigger than we can get on any given day?
He caught me. I was just, I can't really explain it.
Yeah.
I'm coming to New York, Earl. Watch your back, baby.
Perry, you are coming up for the party next Saturday night?
I'm really thinking about it. I understand there's going to be a lot of drinking, so I'm pretty good at that.
This is a problem. I saw the RonFez.net party. Since the champ wouldn't take the shots in the chest, they're now putting together a drinking game to give out some prizes.
Bad news.
Yeah.
All right, that's the RonFez.net Christmas party. That's going to be this coming Saturday, December 17th at Calico Jack's on 2nd Avenue. Party starts at 9 o'clock.
Everybody's invited. Check RonFez.net. We're going to have a lot of fun there. All right, Per.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot.
Oh, another thing, Perry.
Yes, sir.
Why does Elfish think that I'm mad at you?
He does?
Yeah. Anytime I see Elfish, I know you're not talking to Perry.
Oh, I think he's just paranoid, if you know what I'm saying.
All right, Perry. Talk to you later.
See you
The
guys.
bottom of the bottle is talking back to Elfish.
It's so annoying when you try to be open to people, and all you get is, I know you're upset with, and I go, I'm definitely not upset with anyone.
Oh, and there's no explanation.
Yeah.
That does. You
Yeah.
know, that works. You can say you're not upset. Oh, yeah, right.
Now, I know the Bruno Kirby lookalike who showed up at Hooters yesterday, you were bitching me about for inviting. I didn't invite, but he is kind of a nice guy. I guess he just had too many drinks.
Had a lot of beers, had the beer breath thing going, and would keep coming over. You're absolutely right. Would look just like Bruno Kirby. And would keep coming over to me, your Bucks are going to choke.
Yeah.
Your Bucks are going to blow it.
So when Fez is like trying to enjoy his game, this Bruno Kirby look and sound alike was yelling stuff at him. And Fez is like, get him out of here. And I'm like, well, I don't own Hooters, Fez. I already went through this Mikey D thing. I don't want to be going through a Bruno Kirby thing with trying to get you guys to make up.
It's so stressful enough. Team's up 20-3. I still can't relax. I still think they're going to find a way to blow it at the 2-minute warning.
So we'll blow off Hooters. No more going to Hooters, and we'll have to do something else.
Well, why can't Bruno Kirby just sit at his table and enjoy his own game?
He thought he was becoming friends with you.
That's not the way to do it.
Yeah.
Is to tell me my team's going to choke.
Well, he hears
over and over again.
You know, he hears the way you're on the radio, and he wants to join in and be part of that, the whole ball busting.
I got to get him the book of cool.
He's playing the dozens on you is what he was doing, Fez. He was having fun. JC, you're on Ron and Fez.
What's up, buddy?
Yeah, buddy.
Miss Soundboard Fez.
I miss Soundboard Fez, too.
I was calling that Reggie Bush would take out an insurance policy if he's staying in college because that guarantees him the money that he would get, a certain percentage of money he would get if he came out of the draft. So
Right.
taking out an insurance policy would be a hint that he may be coming back to school.
Well, but here's the
I hope
thing.
he goes pro.
Who would pay that if he was in college? He's not going to be able to pay the premiums.
Yeah, he'd have to get that money somewhere.
No, but
he's got too dangerous of a job.
No, what happens is that it is based on
I know, but who pays the money?
who pays him. He's supposed to pay the money. But
Where the
that's
fuck is he going to get that kind of cash to come up with millions of dollars? Because if I'm an insurance company and somebody says, I'm taking insurance in case as I'm playing football, I hurt my ACL, well, the chances are fairly good if you're a halfback that you're going to get a career-ending injury because it happens to everybody sooner or later. So the point would be, who would be able to pay that money?
Yeah, so there's someone's picking that up and someone's putting that money in Reggie Bush's bank account.
Here's Scott. You're on Ron and Fez.
What's going on, fellas?
Hey, buddy.
I was just going to call. I love telling a black man that he's wrong. Ron Lee's come in third that year in the Heisman behind Peyton Manning and Charles Woodson.
Charles Woodson, another one,
Sure.
yeah.
Yeah, he won it. We were all madder than hell in Knoxville, so.
Sure, all right. Thank you very much.
That was the year Peyton was supposed to win it. I guess he came back for his senior season.
Yeah, he did. He wasn't supposed to, and it was all thank you, Peyton. And then he didn't beat Spurrier again. And then I guess he's never won that award?
No, Manning has. All three.
Archie didn't win?
Archie nominated, Eli nominated, Peyton nominated. None of the three won it.
Who won the year Archie was nominated?
Ooh, that I don't know.
That had to be, what, late 60s, early 70s?
Right.
Let's look that up, Har.
Could it have been O.J.?
No, I think Archie's definitely younger than O.J. Because
okay.
O.J., if you look at him,
right,
he looks like real old, and Archie looks much younger.
And O.J. would have been obvious that it was his year.
Yeah. But Archie was, the guy who kind of made Old Miss football somewhat popular for a couple years. We'll look it up to see that he did not win. And he really didn't win as a pro either, playing with New Orleans, right?
No, he got stuck there, so there was no real success.
Right. Here's, do we got it? What do you got?
Plunkett won it, and Archie finished third.
Jim Plunkett, who played with who? Stanford or somebody like that?
He played with Stanford.
Yeah.
Theismann finished second.
Who did?
Joe Theismann.
Joe Theismann.
Rhymes with Heisman.
I did not think those two guys were the same age.
Yeah, Archie looks ancient.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have guessed Archie was older.
Yeah, I definitely would have thought he was older, too. Although Jim Plunkett seems older than both of them. That almost sounds like Y.A. Tittle. And Jim Plunkett won 2 rings.
Yeah, 2, yeah.
Nobody makes a big deal about, but he's there to, 1 and 2. That's a big deal.
Yeah, winning 1 is hard enough. He won 2, and I think 2 in 3 years or something like that, too.
Yeah, it was like 80 and 83 or 80 and something like that.
Yeah, they beat the snot out of the Redskins that one year.
And the other year they beat up the Eagles.
Yeah,
motherfucker.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
Still a little mad about that.
Well, Earl, it's an awful thing.
At least your team was in a Super Bowl in the last 25 years.
It's worse. To go ask anybody from Buffalo if it feels good to go and lose.
Ask Greg from Buffalo.
Poor Greg. He was believing again yesterday and went to that game.
He really thought the Bills had a chance against New England and just sat out there and was just heartbroken again.
Those Bills do not deserve his love. He's got to find another place.
He's too good for him.
He's got to go out and find another team because he gives them his heart.
Yeah, and they'll just stomp on it every
Oh, yeah.
time. Every time.
They're a bad girlfriend. That team is a bad girlfriend.
Wasn't it like 35 unanswered points, too? It was something just awful. And it was snowing, and it was just awful out. It gets New England of all teams.
Yeah, it's ugly. Yeah, it's ugly now. I think we're going to get some more snow this week, right?
You're expecting a couple more inches, but nothing. Nothing
Your
like
ass.
nothing like Buffalo. I mean, Buffalo. It snows in September.
Oh, yeah, that's the eternal winter.
Fez, I don't know whether you saw this or not, but the new thing that billionaires are buying is submarines. You remember how they have the gigantic yachts?
Oh, yeah.
Well, the one guy, Allen, what is it, Paul Allen?
Paul Allen.
Who basically piggybanked somebody else into billions. He's got this gigantic yacht that's like $100 million. Hooked onto that like in some kind of a Dr. Evil thing is a submarine.
What?
That seats like 10 to 12 where he can take everybody below the sea.
He's got his own sub.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Like
Paul.
Steve Zissou or whatever the hell it is. And the Life Aquatic, he's taking everybody under sea.
The Polisphere is what he's taking everyone. What do you need a submarine for? And
to live large, my man. To live large. You want to live large? You got to get under the sea. 20,000 leagues down there. Check some shit out.
God, where do you even start? I'm in the market for a submarine. I guess you have to go to some government that's selling one off or something.
Well, no, the government buys them from regular companies. And I guess you just bypass the government, who most people do it, and go out and buy yourself one. Because there's a lot of small subs, like 2-man.
Right.
I'd feel better if it was bigger. I don't know why. First of all, when that hatch sealed, I might be fucking scratching my way out anyway.
Yeah, I need 20,000 leagues under the sea to try to give me the illusion that I'm not completely underwater in a can.
If you had the $1 billion, Fez, what would be the big purchase for you? Because I don't know if the gigantic house is the way to go.
Right.
I see these people with like, oh, there's 40 bathrooms. Who the fuck wants to live there?
I think what I would like to do is bankroll some movie and just have my thumbprint on a movie. Fez Whatley Presents.
Right.
I think I'd do something like that. Just spend a crazy amount of millions on special effects and stuff.
See, remember Pia Zadora's husband did that, and the deal was you had to put Pia Zadora in the movie.
See, I'd want in it, too.
And then he went out and got her ass a Golden Globe.
Was that Cugat? Xavier Cugat?
No, she was married. The Coochie Coochie girl was married to Cugat.
Oh, okay, I got it mixed up.
I don't know who. It was a Jewish guy, an Israeli, that was married to Pia Zadora, I believe. So, yeah, I got to go with that private jet for yourself. If you want to live large, because I've been in these things before, you don't go near the fucking airport. This is the best. Nobody's checking you. You can get on there with a gun, coke, and I have, and just take the fucking limo straight up to the plane. Plane lands, another car comes and picks you up. Do you know the kind of time? And you know when we would leave? When we got there. It wasn't, okay, you have to be here 2 hours early, whatever. You pulled up, you get on the plane, they go, hey, if everybody on the, and we go, yeah, and then they would just fucking take off. It was unbelievable.
You know what? And it's easy. Even me, I have a fear of flying. It's easy to be comfortable on one of those things because they just take you out of the whole plane attitude.
You're out of that. You're taking food from home. Suddenly it's going, oh yeah, I got a pizza or a bucket of chicken on the way here. You know what I mean? You couldn't feel more decadent, I don't think, than a big private plane. And mine wasn't. The ones that I was in ain't the kind that Trump is in, where basically it's gigantic plane.
Yeah, anytime you can climb in bed on your own plane, that's got to feel comfortable. Maybe I'll try to take a nap, and when I wake up, we'll be there.
One of those island things looks nice, like just your own island.
Oh, that would be good.
You're basically faking it. You have your own country somewhere.
I wanted to do like the Brando. He bought his own island.
Brando has his own island, and Richard Branson has his own island, too, which, again, the thing that I like about it is it's not too big. It's not, you know what I mean? It's a nice small thing. He's like a beach house there. Here's Danny. Danny, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah.
You guys are talking about $1 billion there. If I had $1 billion, I'd be bringing up about 30 of my buddies telling them, you guys don't have to work for another couple of years. Let's all get on this big yacht that I just bought and party it up for 2 years and cruise the island.
But, everybody likes the yacht angle. Wouldn't it be better to have my plane and just go from major hotel to major hotel? Because I don't want to be in that yacht when you're leaving New York and you have to get to the Mediterranean. When you could just, in like 7 hours, everybody pile on the plane, and then you're in some island in the Mediterranean.
Yeah, all the money in the world ain't going to move your yacht any faster.
Yeah. Here's Bruce. Bruce, you're on Ron and Fez.
Morning, boys.
Yeah.
Hey, John Travolta, he's got a 737 with a place in Florida that he can drive it right up to his front door.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. Where he sticks the head of it in the garage like it's somehow keeping the nose out of the rain.
Honey, I'm home.
John Travolta looks like he enjoys his money. My only problem is this. What are you doing putting on a stupid fucking uniform when you fly the plane? Wouldn't you look cooler flying them in your jeans? You look like some maniac dressing up like a train engineer when you're getting on a train.
Yeah, then you have the crazy thing of you get to wherever you're going, I have to stop and change out of my uniform.
Yes. Why are you in a uniform? You're the one in charge here. Get on there in a pair of fucking shorts. No shirt. Fly that plane.
He is any kid that plays airplane, except he's doing it for real.
The only thing is, wouldn't you be a little nervous getting his plane with that crazy bastard taking off and landing on you? He just doesn't seem that smart to me. I would be nervous. I like the guy. I don't know if I want him flying me anywhere.
He does seem like he get distracted.
I saw him get thrown off a fucking electric bull. I don't know
That's turbulence.
I don't know if he can take off and land that big-ass plane.
What if he grew his hair out and had the Vincent Vega look?
Then I'd get in with him. Just to see him, I'd be like, hey, did you just shoot heroin before you got here?
Look like a smuggler then.
Hey, Alex, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, good morning, guys. What's going on?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, these rich fucks have all this money. They could get a submarine and transfer drugs underneath the water.
Why do they need to? This Paul Allen has already got $35 billion. How much more drug money can you make? A couple extra $100 million?
Why not a little bit more? They're greedy.
I don't think so.
No?
I do not think that the main reason these guys do it is so that they can transfer some coke underwater.
He could afford to have real mules as his mules.
He's got the money now. Every day is a good day for this son of a bitch. Every day is a damn good day. And if not, then it's your fault, Paul. You wake up and you're pissed off and you got $35 billion. You know, at that point, you're mad if there's even the slightest thing wrong with your meal. You know what I mean? Like, there's salt shakers on the wrong side, so you just fucking turn the whole table over, start screaming, I can't live like this! I can't go on this way!
How much to get the salt shaker right?
All of you, take your clothes off and put yourself in a pyramid.
Yes, Mr. Allen.
There was something they said when Elton John was totally at his most coked up that he was screaming at his people to do something about the wind. He actually, he wanted this fucking wind stopped. What is wrong with you people? You know, you look at that big money thing, though, and once you get past a couple of the big, then you're just living like anybody else, though, you know? You have a big house, an extra nice car, maybe the plane, and after that, you're just a regular person.
Oh, yeah, if you get the island, you're still doing all your regular things on that island.
Right.
Yeah, you're still, swimming in a pool. No matter how big it is, you're still just swimming.
Drunk.
Sure.
That's the only thing. It's like you can be drunk at breakfast on a Wednesday, and nobody can say shit about it.
And that pool's full of martinis.
Yeah, I would just do that crazy Elvis shit. I'd just be shooting TVs.
Get another one.
Yeah. Here's Scott. Scott, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys. Love the show. Those people that own those big mega yachts, they don't ever ride on those yachts. They have a crew that takes it. They tell them, hey, take it to the Mediterranean, and we'll meet you there in 2 weeks. They fly to it. They never ride on those yachts. And most of the people that own them rent them out for weeks at a time, so they just own them just so they can say, ooh, look what I got.
Well, I mean, here's the main thing. I don't care whether you have a small boat or a giant yacht, is that chicks will take their clothes off when they get on. And I don't care where you go in the world. You could be off the Keys or you could be in some lake in Arkansas. and you'll take a chick out, she'll have 2 drinks, and the top comes up.
It's almost like they have a feel of international waters or something, like anything goes on the sea.
I don't know what it is, Fez. If I knew, I'd bottle it. I would bottle it and make $1 billion for myself. Here's David, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys. Hey, I'd probably just buy the casino. I'd just go in and buy a casino. Because there's nothing cooler than owning a casino, I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, George Clooney is making that gimmick right now where he's going to build like a $2 million casino. And doesn't he have the look of a guy who would be walking around a casino like, yeah, this is mine?
Yeah, he wants to be the host.
Yeah.
And that's like the biggest party you can have.
He's not only America's finest actor, Fez.
Yeah.
He's now going to be a casino owner. And you can't get any bigger than that.
He ruined Batman and Robin. Ruined it.
Here's Jason. Jason, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah.
Hey, Jason, go ahead.
Hey, Fez, Ronnie, love the show. Listen, 2 things. First is Michelle Nicholas was Isadora's husband.
Thank you very much.
And put her in that shithole movie Butterfly with Stacy Keach so she could show her goodies off to everybody.
Yeah.
That's how she made all her money. And the second thing is I used to buy and sell private jets and helicopters out in Vegas. And one of the customers we had was Travolta. What he does is they buy those big planes as a complete tax write-off because they lose so much money in their maintenance and their crews that at the end of the year it's just a big tax write-off.
Yeah, but he does enjoy it.
Yeah,
I mean, he's having a blast. He's like a guy who owns a horse where, it might be, expensive, but the guy wants that experience. That's how he is with this plane.
Yeah, if he didn't enjoy it, he wouldn't be behind the wheel wearing the cap.
Yeah, he's not riding in the back like I would be, like a gentleman.
And I'd get the very best pilot, too. I'd ask Chuck Yeager.
Mike, you're on Ron and Fez. He's kind of elderly now, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Back to the cool guy subject.
No, we're not going back to that. That's stupid.
Yeah, back to. He's directing traffic. What's going on over there, boys?
Who we got on the phones today?
Crazy Bill.
Bill.
Who looks like he fell off an Old Spice bottle today.
Yeah. Hey, Dave, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys, how you doing?
Good, buddy.
There's a website called CaptainStabbing.com.
Yeah.
Pretty much what the captain does is him and his crew pick up chicks on shore, offer them to go on a boat ride, take them out in the ocean off of Florida. They pretty much bang them for about an hour, and then kick them off the boat and make them swim back to shore.
And you believe this? You don't think that it's just internet porn? You honestly believe that these guys are throwing women off boats and getting away with it?
Sometimes maybe yes, sometimes maybe no.
Dave,
some of them look
you sound like Fez when it's wrestling, where, yes, some of the matches are definitely fixed, but some of them... No, it's a fun little thing online.
You know those guys are really mad at each other.
Here's Steve. Steve, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Steve, what can we do for you this morning?
Hey, buddies. Listen, if I had a couple of bill, I would buy a bunch of Soundboard Fezzies because I really miss them.
I miss them, too. I'm thinking about marketing Soundboard Fez for lonely people. And you could just have dinner every night with Soundboard Fez. Wouldn't that be fun for people, Fez?
I don't know. I think they'd get a little annoyed with Soundboard Email us at ronandfez@aol.com.
I love that Soundboard Fez actually does the plugs. We need to have Soundboard Fez to have the party coming up.
Check out ronfez.net.
Thank you very much, Soundboard.
That's who's holding the party.
Yeah.
Ronfez.net, December 17th at Calico Jack's.
You two work well together, you and Soundboard Fez. Here's Bob. Bob, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah.
Look at Harrison Ford. I mean, he's a pilot and stuff. And
well, isn't he a helicopter pilot, though?
Yeah,
and
but
here's the thing. He's up in, Montana or someplace, constantly hoping someone's lost because he loves to go find them and be the helicopter hero.
Yeah, he'll call the authorities. Need search and rescue.
Anything wrong?
He's licensed to fly a helicopter and a plane.
How do you know so much about Harrison Ford?
Well, our good friend Tony Pigg is next door neighbors.
He lives in Montana?
No.
What a commute.
No, Upper West Side. And he's flown with him to Montana on vacation.
You know what I'd like to do is start hanging around with Tony Pigg and Harrison Ford. Get rid of the gang I'm running with, that Bruno Kirby lookalike and Fez.
Not Fez.
Well, I'm still keeping Soundboard Fez.
That's so hard for Harrison Ford. Hey, do you happen to be going to Montana? Because I could really use a lift.
Hey, Harrison, check this out.
Don't forget my balls.
Great stuff, right, Harrison?
Hey, who's up next for teabagging? I've pissed my pants, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
I'll take this thing right out of the bag, and we'll just be having a ball.
Someone unplug the autopilot and plug the instant replay in.
JW, you're on Fez.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, buddy.
Listen, I'd be like a philanthropist, you know, just give shit to people, but I'd like to fuck with them first, like blow their car up and then have a new one waiting for them.
You know, you could do that deal like Elvis, where you're constantly pulling rings off and handing it to people.
Yeah.
And every time you screamed at somebody, they had a fresh Cadillac sitting out there the next day.
Nice sedan that he used to apologize with.
All right, Elvis, it's all forgotten about. Fucking his wife is sitting there with a big black eye as her dad's behind the wheel of a Cadillac.
No, Sinatra used to do that too. He would beat the living snot out of somebody, and then the next day, like as a photographer, he would destroy the camera and then give him 3 times as much the camera was worth.
Like everyone does for a whore. Like when you feel like, all right, I've treated this whore bad, but I'm going to buy her breakfast now. You know what I mean? And you feel like you're a gentleman somehow. That's no way to live. Let's take a break here. We'll come back. It's the Ron and Fez Show.
We now rejoin Ron and Fez's 1,000 Reasons to Hate Youngstown. Reason 657.
Youngstown, the broken buckle on the Rust Belt.
Reason 658.
Hometown hero Boom Boom Mancini, only remembered for killing a Korean.
Reason 659.
The Youngstown State Angry Penguins.
Reason 660.
Hometown girl singer Maureen McGovern. There's got to be a morning after. But in Youngstown, you don't want to live to see it.
Reason 661.
It's halfway between Cleveland and Pittsburgh. Pick your hell.
Reason 662.
Hometown boy, that guy who played Al Bundy.
Reason 663.
Convicted Congressman James Traficani, and that squirrel he calls a toupee.
Reason 664.
YSU alumni, the Polish Rifle, Ron Jaworski.
Reason 665.
The Bruce Springsteen song, Youngstown. Way to go, you got the worst Springsteen song ever.
Reason 666.
Fast Eddie Yarb.
Reason 667.
Inbreds.
We'll be back with more of Ron and Fez's 1,000 Reasons to Hate Youngstown.
The Ron and Fez Show. XM 202.
Ron and Fez Show. Fez, what's the latest update? What do we know right now about Tukey and whether or not he's going to be killed by the state of California?
The Tukey bird, over the weekend, it was the California Supreme Court. They voted unanimously not to give him a stay of execution.
Not going to happen for him, huh?
So, not from them. Governor Schwarzenegger, which sounds crazy to say still hasn't made his announcement on if he's going to grant him clemency or not. But he's got to do it soon. Tukey, I believe, gets executed at midnight tonight.
It's got to be a tough position for Schwarzenegger when you know you're responsible whether a guy dies or not. Because it's one thing for the rest of us to go, oh, yeah, I'm all for the death penalty or whatever, but you're not fucking the person who's basically saying, I can say whether another human being lives or dies. And a guy who you know has done some good things to try to help society since whatever these crimes were, and a guy who says he never actually committed the crimes. So there still could be that small shadow of a doubt for you. It's got to be a tough position for Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, because that's his name, Arnold Schwarzenegger, that goes on that death certificate, that death warrant.
Radio Psychic. Radio Psychic.
So it all goes down by midnight tonight, Fez?
Mm-hmm, yep.
What's Schwarzenegger going to do?
Schwarzenegger is going to turn down clemency. Tukey will die tonight.
I think Schwarzenegger, and here's my radio psychic,
is
going to take a page out of the player where he lets the pellet drop, but he's going to be running all the way down the hall and taking an axe and knocking the window out and pulling him out and saying, I love you, Tukey, at the end there. Earl, what about for you?
I think he will give him clemency. He needs some positive news.
Yeah.
And he'll need that minority vote for re-election.
And basically, he's got a Kennedy screaming in his ear.
Oh, yeah.
He's got to go home to that.
But you got to feel for the guy, one way or another. Whether you're anti-death sentence, pro-death sentence, you got to feel for the guy. Because he does have it all on his shoulders.
Oh, yeah, this is it. I mean, if the California Supreme Court had said, yes, they have execution, that gets Arnold out of the way, at least for a little while.
See, I think the governor of that state should have to take the gun and point it at the back of the guy's head and pull the trigger.
If he's the one signing the sheet.
Yeah. Here is Jeff. Jeff, you're on Ron and Fez. How are you, buddy?
Hey, how you doing?
Good, man.
Hey, I don't think I'd have any problem whatsoever killing that guy or making a decision to kill him. He shotgunned 4 people, and I'd have absolutely no problem doing it.
To this day, though, he swears he didn't do it. It's not like he's admitted to it and, you can move on from there. He's still swearing that he's an innocent guy. So in the back of Arnold's head, you still have that. So even if you're for, hey, if you take a life, your life should be taken, no excuses, you still have this problem of what happens down the road. If you find out, then it's your fuck up.
Yeah, and on the other side of it, too, the other hard part for Schwarzenegger, if he grants clemency, then he's going to have to face those families of those 4 victims and say, and overturn a verdict where they think justice was served.
Well, he's not overturning the verdict, really. It's not like
the penalty.
The guy's going to be let go. You're just going to keep him in the same box that he's been in all that time. Here's Sean. Sean, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, and the guy is responsible for starting one of the organized crime gangs in the United States.
All right, turn your radio down. See, he definitely did start the Crips, but that's not the death sentence.
Well, Hitler started the Nazis, and he didn't actually pull the trigger on any of the Jews, but he was still guilty, wasn't he?
So you're putting the Crips same place as the Nazis?
You bet.
All right, thank you very much. 866-RON-0-FEZ, 866-RON-0-FEZ.
When Hitler was trying to wipe out the Bloods.
Yeah. Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up? How are you?
Yeah.
Well, the Crips should be exterminated from the planet, first off. And second off, they should just let Schwarzenegger take it up with him in a room, closed room, let him just beat the shit out of him.
I saw the size of Tukey, and I see what Arnold looks like now. I don't think that's what he's looking for.
I don't know if they'll have a chair big enough to strap Tukey into, especially those armbands.
Yeah, he's big, man. I guess he's got that prison weight that he's put on, that just pure muscle.
He looks cartoon big, like Johnny Bravo or something.
Yeah, he's gigantic. But then again, Fez, when you don't have anything to do all day, just you and the iron is the only thing that's going to finally exhaust you. Bill, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, I think that some people probably should be put to death, but if one innocent person is put to death, that's too many. And for that reason, I'm totally against capital punishment.
So your thing is not so much whether it's for Tukey or not, but you're just against capital punishment altogether.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, see you later. It's a weird one for me. Where are you on this, Earl? Capital punishment.
I've gone back and forth with it.
Have I. I've done the same thing.
I'm more against it now because they never put anybody to death. It takes too long.
It takes too long, and then the other thing is, it just makes us all look crazy as well. You know what I mean? We basically look like we're in the death business. I don't know whether it's good for society. Now, I think we're at the point now where we all feel like, yeah, we should put this son of a bitch to death. Get a whole bench and put them all on the electric couch instead. I understand that's where we are now, but I don't know if that's what we should be aiming towards. Maybe we should be aiming for a little higher place for our society. Joseph, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, we're always talking about the perpetrators' right, mercy. There's people that get robbed all the time, and the people that have the guns, like the perpetrator, right, they have guns, but they don't shoot people. They show mercy, right? They just take the money and leave. If he doesn't show mercy, maybe it's not a cool thing for him, so why should the state show mercy?
What's he saying, Fez? Do you understand?
I have no idea. I think his store got held up.
No. People get robbed all the time, right? But they get their money taken, and then they're just left as they are. They're not shot to death. He can rob people, he can take stuff, and he doesn't have to kill people. He can show mercy too, right? But he didn't choose to do that with his victims.
Right, I agree. I see what you're saying. So you're saying if you point a gun and you don't pull the trigger, you go to jail.
Yeah, you can sit in jail.
Okay, I understand your point now. Yeah, I got you. Again, Tukey claims he never did it. That's the problem. That's the problem for Schwarzenegger. Now, I'm going to tell you the truth. Not for me, because whether this guy is let off or whether he's going to be put to death, my life goes on. That's why I don't get that upset about the thing. I got to agree a little more with Fez, where if the victim's family is really adamant about it, that would actually sway me if I'm on the jury. Again, I should probably never be on that jury, though.
But he's not. It's not like he's getting off. He is not getting out of jail.
Right.
He is going to die either.
He's going to die in jail.
Yeah, there's no parole involved
Right.
whatsoever.
He's not getting a parole hearing. He's not. I mean, he's either going to die tonight or he's going to die when he dies.
But here's the thing. Here's what people are saying. The other people are dead, right, Earl? They don't tell me that you can't get up in jail and not read a book or make a phone call or jack off. You're still, even though it's a terrible way to live, there's some moments of happiness, some moments of calmness.
Yeah, I mean,
Tukey's not completely isolated, or he wouldn't have been able to do all this work that he's been doing since he reformed.
Right. Yeah, he's able to live an intellectual life in jail that he wasn't able to live before. So it's not like he's suffering, or he is suffering. But it's better than being dead. I mean, even Tukey feels that way.
Yeah, I mean, I completely empathize with the families because I think either way, there's no real closure to it.
Yeah. James, you're on Ron and Fez.
If this guy gets executed, do you think they'll have another riot in California there like they did about the Rodney King?
No, I don't. Thank you very much for the call. Here's Bones. Bones inside of you. You're on the Ron and Fez show. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Hey, my question is, what is cheaper, to keep them in there forever with no parole, or is it cheaper to kill them? What costs more money?
Well, it would be cheaper. It would be cheaper to have a life sentence.
Not good.
Only because of the money that's spent fighting back and forth with the lawyers.
Well,
now, if there was no kind of appeals, yes, it would be easier to take it would be cheaper to take the guy outside and put one in the back of his head, but that's not the way we work either.
Yeah, I say let them rot.
All right. Here's Harry. Harry, you're on Ron and Fez.
I say kill him.
I say let him go.
If he was white and his victims were black, he'd already been executed. So,
Harry, I don't know what kind of history you've read, but there's not a big problem with white people being sent to death row. There's more black people on. And this normally has to do with poor people. When a white guy does that, he's poor as fuck. He's some hayseed inbred who doesn't know what the hell he's doing. Here's Derek. You're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Yeah.
I got a take on this. All right, this guy talks about if somebody's being innocent, only one innocent person dies is too much, right?
Go ahead.
But, all right, say you sit there and watch some guy come in, kill your wife and kid. You're going to say, okay, yeah, just sit in jail for a while. That's all right.
No, it's not going to be up to the victim, because then we wouldn't have a society. It's up to what society wants to do.
Exactly, but just killing one person, that's just absurd. You go through all these appeals process. If he wants
But it has happened, Derek.
Oh, yes, it has, but what are the chances are minimum tessel? I mean,
Minimum tessel? That's a fucking word?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right, here's Ted. Ted, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ted, go ahead, buddy. Ouch. Did they blow up again?
Fezzy, calm it down. You've got a heart to worry about. You've got a heart to worry about right now.
They're killing it.
John, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, how you doing, Ronnie?
Good.
Listen, this guy here, he's a murderous bastard. Hey, I mean, let's face it. Death penalty? He started the clip. He's guilty of something.
Right.
Somewhere along the line, he's guilty of something big. And you know something, Earl? I know he's one of your brothers and all that.
Yeah.
But you know what? The moolie must die.
But here's the thing, John, and I could agree with you, but then if we have this guy put to death, right, aren't we all killers then?
I don't care. You know what? I don't care.
All right, thank you.
If it's my family, get dead anyhow.
All right, thank you very much.
Freaking Mook from Long Island.
Why you got to be that way, Earl?
He called him a Moulignon.
Mookie versus Tukey?
Hey, Justin. Justin, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Justin, go ahead, buddy.
Yeah, if this guy's innocent, how'd they get the evidence to convict him in the first place?
Don't act like people have never been convicted in this country that are innocent. It happens all the time. Are you saying that our court system is without flaws, without faults? That would be insane.
Know the story. Does anybody know the story on how he got convicted and what for?
Yeah, but where we're really going with this right now is that it's up to, oddly enough, the actor, Arnold Schwarzenegger. It is up to Arnold Schwarzenegger to look this whole thing over. And I'm not saying the guy's innocent. What I said is the odd thing about this case is he's still saying that he's innocent, which for Schwarzenegger adds one more thing to this decision, where he can't say, look, here's what the law is. The man admitted his guilt, and our laws are set up for a reason, and so he is going to die.
And Schwarzenegger's doing this gimmick, too. He's had this thing for weeks, and he is waiting to the last minute to decide on it.
Right.
He has taken Tukey up to the limit.
And that was supposedly what he wasn't going to do, right?
Yeah.
He said there wouldn't be any last-moment heroics. I mean, he should even come out earlier and say, look, I can't find any evidence to flip this thing around.
They were expecting an announcement from him over the weekend, and then yesterday he said there'll be no announcement until Monday.
Yeah. Bill, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah.
Like the show. I first wanted to say it amazes me that we have all these Christians here in America that are so for the death penalty.
It is odd because, you know, we're all talking about the Christmas season and putting Christ back in Christmas. And no Christian ever seems to use they're able to get secular really quick when it comes to be part of the mob going, kill him.
They always go. They always go Old Testament, an eye for an eye,
right?
And never go New Testament, where they say forgive one another as I forgive you.
Well, this is the one time where you don't hear it being said. If we're going to err, let's err on the side of life, like they did with Terry Schiavo. It's very odd.
Very funny. That's very true all the way around. And you know, you run into the same arguments over and over. And it's just one of those things that we have in this country. If the law was ever passed that we don't have it, I don't think people would be kept up at night. I mean, people aren't even kept up at night that O.J. is running around. O.J.'s on a golf course, and no one's upset about it. And everyone knows he fucking killed that woman. Everyone knows it. And then those same people are sitting having their picture taken with him. So don't act like whether Tukey lives or dies changes your life. It really doesn't.
Now, these murders, I looked this up, 1979 murders. So we are almost 30 years into this case.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Here's Jeff. Jeff, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yes. Isn't this just like Green Mile? Shouldn't he consult with Tom Hanks? Because you know how bad he felt when the big black guy died.
Yeah, it is kind of got a Green Mile thing about it, except for Tom Hanks, not the governor. It's Arnold Schwarzenegger.
If he could cure Tom Hanks' bladder infection, I think he should be getting clemency.
No, I would say this. I mean, Running Man, my favorite probably of all the Schwarzenegger movies. Maybe if Tukey would be willing to do some kind of a Running Man situation.
Oh, he's got the build.
Yeah.
You put him in that tight suit, oh my gosh.
And then we have people come out and try to kill him. We'll try to bring Dave Schultz back on skates. Just a retired hockey player, and then some motorcycle guy. And what else did they have?
We had a Jesse Ventura guy.
Jim Brown.
Yeah, but weren't they all like past like sports stars or whatever? That was the whole deal. Here's Steve. Steve, you're on Ron and Fez. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. I just wanted to say, whether you're for or against the death penalty, the law needs to be upheld. At the time the death penalty was around, they need to go ahead and uphold it, because nothing smells better than a nigger's flesh burning. Burn! Burn!
There you go. Thanks for making your point. We've
made it obvious.
No,
Can I please play?
You don't have to. Just let it stay there. Let it stay there.
Like
Earl.
a
It's better.
smoldering turd.
Yeah. Here is here's Dave. Dave, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up, buddies?
Yeah.
Hey, I think that Arnold needs to get into character and terminate, and he's got to do it for the niggas for life, pro.
Tuki's going to be better off in another world.
Kevin, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hello, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, Fezzy.
Hey, pal, what can we do for you?
Well, I'm sorry, but Tookie's got to go down. I mean, everybody talks about his rights, but nobody talks about the 4 people that he murdered.
Well, yes, that's why he's already in jail. There's no doubt about it.
Well, I know, it's eye for eye, tooth for a tooth. It's time for him to pay the piper.
So why don't, if it's eye for eye, tooth for a tooth, why don't we have his family killed instead of killing him? Because that's what would have happened if we were living the Old Testament days. If you would have done something like that, they could have come. Like if you build a house and it fell down and killed the guy's kid, then they would come over and kill your kid. That was their idea of justice at that time. Yet we throw that up like it's a fucking good idea after all this time. Ian, you're on Ron and Fez. How are you?
Hi, Ian. What can we do for you on the Ron and Fez show?
Hey, Ron. What's going on, Fez?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, I just want to let you guys, it's easy nowadays for anything to be misconstrued, especially in the courts. Me personally, and I know probably a million men out there got the same thing. You go through a divorce, the first thing your wife does is accuse you of sexual abuse to your kids or whatever.
Right.
And then your whole time you're there, you're trying to say, no, this didn't happen, but all they have to do is say it. And then, that you have to try and prove
So she
yourself.
accused you of sexually abusing your kids?
Yeah, and I mean, that's ridiculous.
How old were
In
they?
the court, 3 and 4 at the time.
Sick
and they're both, you know what I mean? That's just disgusting. But every time it goes to court, that's always brought up. And no matter how you look at it, it always comes back bad. But in the case with Tookie, I mean, this guy he's done his crime, but he's also making steps. What do they think is going to happen if they kill this guy? What do they think the community is going to do in Los Angeles?
Well, first of all, you cannot, I don't think, run something hoping that the community is going to like what you do or not. You do have to look at it for justice for the entire state of California. But you can't be like, well, we can't put this through because we're afraid people are going to riot. I don't think you can live your life that way.
Well, that's exactly what's going to happen. I mean, how many more deaths are going to
But that
come?
doesn't make it right. I mean, you really can't go in that thing. Or, I mean, I'm more moved by what the guy has attempted to do since he's been on death row. And I think that's why it's being talked about at all, because the guy is attempting to make sure people don't follow his path, younger people.
Yeah, if he hadn't done the work with, to stop gang violence, since he's been in jail, this wouldn't come up. You probably wouldn't have Snoop Dogg and Ed Asner going in to see the governor, hoping to switch his mind.
That's got to be weird. I want to be there when Snoop Dogg is talking to Arnold Schwarzenegger about whether to put Tookie to death. What a fucking wacky place California is. Just the nuttiest place ever.
Yeah, Schwarzenegger, he's been meeting with like police chiefs from different areas and stuff, law enforcement officials, just getting everyone's opinion on this. They're all sending him letters.
Yeah, they just come in here and take these calls. James, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, Ron, you have kids, right? You have kids, Ronnie?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I do too, and my mind changed when my kids came. But when I was younger, I would have said, yeah, the system's screwed up, and they can't ever seem to get these things right. But
he killed somebody else's kids, and that I can never get that out of my mind anymore.
Right.
I'm Roman Catholic, and I still can't say turn the other cheek.
Now, the
I think
Pope
maybe
disagrees with you, so you're not really Roman Catholic. You're not following the faith of catechism, if that's what you're saying.
Cafeteria Catholic, then.
Right. So don't, you can't really throw out, hey, I'm a Roman Catholic.
But maybe that's why we have purgatory, Ronnie. Maybe because we're not perfect.
Right. So enjoy your time there.
Okay.
All right. Talk to you later, buddy. I just wanted to bust his balls on his religion. I understand. I'm the same way. I mean, people. But here's the thing: people get mad at us because we go, "Geez, I don't know." I mean, what would you do if you're in Schwarzenegger's position?
I think if I was Schwarzenegger, I would probably decline clemency and put him to death.
What's your hurry? Why not say, "Look, give me another year with this"? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What is your fucking hurry to kill this guy? Why does it have to happen today?
And I'm sure Schwarzenegger would love to do that.
I don't know. I don't really know what goes on in his mind or how he feels. I've never heard him talk about the death penalty. Actually, it's not even my state. So I don't know either way. Here is Drew. Drew, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
I just want to say I think it's a total waste of time, money, and energy. It never solves anything. And there's so many people who get off anyway. It's unbalanced. The way I see it, for it to even be fair, every murderer would have to be executed as just a basic requirement.
Yeah, it is kind of an odd thing why some people don't get the sentence other people do. And when's the last time we killed a rich person? If there was an occasional rich person that was killed, you might feel one way about it or another.
That Robert Durst, he chopped up someone with a chainsaw and got off. Never mind, not even life in prison, no death penalty.
Were they already dead when they chopped them up?
I think he got in trouble for hiding the body after he chopped it up.
Yeah, so not
for the actual murder.
It's not like he's the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Fez. He didn't run after a living person with a chainsaw. He killed him and then went, wait a minute, I'm not going to stick this in one place. And then he carved them up.
Like here in New York State, that was an election issue back in, 92 or so?
Yeah.
Bringing back the death penalty. And George Pataki won basically on that issue. Hasn't executed anyone yet. No one. And, we've had cops killed. We've had just awful. We've had, children beaten to death. No death penalty. It's just
it's really, really difficult to get to that point. Like Fez has pointed out, it's been 25 years that Tuki's been sitting in a cell. 25 years. And this shit's been going on and on. For 25 years, he's been able to dodge this thing. Now, the other big story over the weekend is C, the kid from A Bronx Tale.
Lilo Brancato Jr., I think is how you say his name.
What's his name?
Lilo Brancato Jr.
There's a guy who needs a stage name. There's a guy who needs to come up with some kind of Buster Crab name for himself.
Yeah, it's just too hard to figure out. Or just go by C. Let that be your stage name. So what he did, he was involved in a shootout in the Bronx. Him and his fat friend trying to break into a house looking for Valium.
Now, this didn't happen in the Bronx, though, did it?
I thought it did.
I thought this was a West Coast deal.
Or am I thinking of the Bronx Tale?
I think you are. Where did this take place? Out west, didn't it, Earl?
I believe it was in the Bronx.
Oh, was it here? I had no idea that. So basically what happened, Fez?
So they're out. Him and his buddy are out partying. They knew this place where this old man lived, where they had scored Valium before. They go there. He's already dead. Stuff moved out of the place. They break in. His friend's too fat to go through the window. He climbs in. I guess this cop that got killed lived next door. So he confronted them. The fat friend pulled out a gun, shot at the cop. The cop shot back, hit both of them, hit C in the chest twice.
Wow.
So I think they were both in stable condition. The officer obviously died.
Awful story, man.
All for a Valium.
I saw somebody saying this. They're like, well, where was De Niro? I go, what the fuck? You think he's supposed to follow this kid around forever?
Supposed to be his dad.
It's a movie. But you got to feel bad. When you know a kid. It's like you find out, oh, yeah, that kid was on my Little League team. And now he's some kind of a drug runner. What a great movie, though. C was also in The Sopranos, right?
Yeah, he did a season with them.
Way to break the stereotype, kid. Thanks.
And Lilo Bracano Jr. as Lilo Bracano Jr.
Jeez, you need Valium. Give Fez a call.
I'll help you out. You don't have to stick your fat friend through my window.
Is that the kid who was shooting to them, a fat guy?
Yeah, he's the one who shot the officer.
Hey, John, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron, really fast.
Yeah.
All these guys that keep calling in act like it's a far-fetched idea that 25 years ago that this guy might have got set up. He was ahead of a gang. You don't think, maybe if it was 2000, we could believe that, all the charges they put on him are correct and they have all the forensics. But 25 years ago, is that a far-fetched idea that this might have happened, that he might not have done it?
Yeah, I understand. I mean, it's like we find that out from time to time that these things never went down that way.
The two murders were a month apart. He got charged with the murder during a robbery of a guy. Then a month later, he shot like a Chinese husband and wife who ran a hotel and their daughter.
What was the reason for that?
I have no idea. I don't know. Maybe didn't get his ice or something.
Bob, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, hi, boys. I wanted to correct Earl. He's got some misinformation regarding...
Of course he does.
Regarding death penalty in New York. It's actually unconstitutional in New York, which is why there's been no death penalty. And, in fact, since it was declared unconstitutional, the capital crime commissions have gone down with violent crimes. So that's the reason there's been nobody executed.
So, Earl, he's saying it's not on the books right now.
Well, I mean,
and there hasn't been a murder since Pataki was elected.
Fantastic. That's good news.
So no capital crimes, no capital punishment. It's that simple.
No, but you would think that, how many cops have been shot? I mean, we've had two in the last 2 weeks.
That's the big one, right, in New York, that if a cop gets shot, you can be put to death for that.
Yeah, I mean...
Which kind of bugs me because that makes a cop seem, better than a guy who runs a grocery store.
I think, the logic has always been if you shoot at a cop, if you kill a cop, you'll kill just about anybody.
I know, but that's still saying a cop's life is more valuable to society than the garbage man's life.
No, I mean, to me, like if you kill a kid, that's grounds for the death penalty. I mean, if you remember Joel Steinberg, he beat a kid to death.
Yeah. So your thing is you're against the death penalty unless you kill a child.
No, I'm saying
a kid should have to carry out the execution.
I'm saying
lift me up. I can't reach the switch.
I mean, they don't even do the switch anymore. Which to me, that would that's the kind that.
Earl, you're rambling today,
I know
brother.
I'm rambling. I'm sorry.
You're just out of your mind, not making sense.
Yeah, does Tukey get the gas chamber or the lethal injection?
I don't think anyone does the gas chamber anymore. I think it's all lethal injection.
Yeah, it's lethal.
Oh. Either that or Arnold's just going to beat him to death with a barbell. Here's Mike. Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, how you doing? That Lilo Bracano also played in Crimson Tide with Denzel Washington.
He was in Crimson Tide, and he was in that Renaissance Man. He's had some shit. He should have been able to put a few bucks away. I mean, his career for a struggling actor has gone pretty well. You can't come up with some Valium on your own?
He should have been able to afford a prescription.
Yeah.
And it takes nothing to get Valium out of your doctor.
Well, you got to have the money to do it.
Yeah.
Here's Lou. Lou, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, how you doing? What are we teaching our kids? That it's okay to do these things, and then, you do some time and we'll let you go? I thought that was the purpose of the punishment.
Or are we teaching our kids that some good can come out of a bad thing?
I don't know.
In other words, are you teaching your kids that it's okay to kill because the country does it or the state does it? I mean, if you really want to get to that point, if you really want to get into the moral part of it, then you've got to move up above it all and say this is a bad person and we've taken him out of society.
we've made laws, and we've made laws that need to be abound to. If we're not going to abide by our laws, then we need to change the laws. We need to change the punishments.
Right, but here's what you got to understand. What's going on for the last 25 years in the appeals is part of our laws. That is what we do.
Yeah, if it was against the law, the governor couldn't grant him clemency.
I understand that. I'm just wondering, now it becomes like, okay, we go to jail. I thought the purpose of going to jail or the death penalty was to deter everybody else from doing this crime.
Well,
now
we never pointed that, but or is it you're saying it's more revenge factor?
Oh, I'm not. No, I'm not going for the revenge.
Yeah.
I don't want to go there because I got some morals.
Mm-hmm. Good. I mean, look, it's not that anybody's right or anybody's wrong about this.
I know anytime, me being in favor of the death penalty, it's always been revenge motivated. I want that, I get emotional and I want that person to feel the same fear that the victim felt.
Yeah, but see, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. And, one of the things, Fezzy, is like you don't always see things clearly. Don't make me bring up Mikey D where it was all his fault and none of it was yours.
Thank you for seeing it my way.
Not necessarily, but
I think it has to be pointed out, too. He's not getting out. He is never going to see another day of freedom.
And he hasn't killed anyone since 79.
I mean, he's not going to be a free man the rest of his natural life. It's not like I think everyone's trying to.
But if he killed a kid, you'd be all for killing him. See, you're not making sense there either, Earl. Here's Dan. Dan, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, you know how many times the guards get killed every year?
Tell me.
They get killed, they get shanked. I mean, what's the motivation not to do something when you're in for double life? What are they going to do, put you in for triple life?
I've never heard of anybody on death row killing a guard. Maybe I'm wrong there, but that's not. It seems like they've got that whole thing pretty worked out.
They've got a system.
The guy's not in the general population.
Well, if they're not going to kill the guy, at least take away the TV and the weights and everything else and let him sit in a freaking box.
So again, we're back to revenge.
Well, no, just the punishment fitting the crime. How about that?
Yeah. So
watching HBO isn't really, what you should get.
Everybody always bitches about HBO, as if you could sit in a fucking cell and catch The Office and life would be good. Then suddenly, hey, this is great. I always hear they got cable TV, color, carpeting, and everybody acts like somehow. I've been to jails to visit fucking friends of mine. I never thought, hey, this looks like a great place to be. I'm always hearing, it's a country club. I've never seen a nice fucking place.
Not only do I give him clemency, I give him showtime as well.
One of my best friends is a corrections officer, and he took his wife there.
Black guy?
No.
For what, their Christmas party?
No, he always tries to get me to go up to Rikers to check it out. I'm like, I don't want to go anywhere near the place. He finally talks his wife into going. She comes back. She goes, I don't know how he comes to and from work every day. It's the most disgusting place I've ever seen in my life. It's not a country club. It's not like...
Especially Rikers.
Yeah,
that's one of those jobs where there can't be a good day at work.
A good day is when no one throws shit on you.
Yeah.
Hey, Mark, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddies.
Yeah.
I just want to say, you know what? They should not only grant him clemency, but they should also let him free. But the only thing is, when they let him go, drop him off in the middle of Bloodstone. It's not the one killing him.
We all heard that same thing after OJ, that he would be killed after he was released, blah, blah, blah. Never happened. Never went down.
Just the opposite. Oh. He's never been happier and never partied more. So they said this decision from Arnold should be coming down soon.
Well, it has to, because he's only got another, I guess, 15 hours altogether, right?
Yeah.
12, 15 hours. If he takes it right up to the end. Are they definitely going to do this guy exactly at midnight, Fez?
I think it's just past midnight.
Yeah. All right, let's take a break here. We'll come back and wrap up the show. Ron and Fez.
Ron Bennington, Fez Watley, The Ron and Fez Show. XM 202.
Ron and Fez. 866 Ron 0 Fez.
This Wednesday, O&A, they're going to be at J&R Music World, 23 Park Row in Lower Manhattan. That is this Wednesday, 12:30 p.m. If you want more information to go check out O&A, Go to jr.com.
Fezzi, a lot of people are sending us in this video. I guess that's making its rounds around. So this is some kind of wrestling convention where a fat wrestling fan attempts to thank these old-time wrestlers for all the good things that they've done for the sport. I haven't really heard it yet. I've heard about it, so we'll try it on the air. But this fucking guy, who's not a kid, is just falls apart with tears. So, Earl, let's see if we can't give it a shot and see what it sounds like.
Next question, Jeff. Where are you? Right there.
Yeah. I just want to thank each and every one of y'all for all you've done to your bodies. It's still real to me, damn it. I mean, thank you.
Take it easy, man.
Thank y'all guys. Y'all are awesome. Thank you so much, Mr. Funk, for saying what needed to be said. I don't want to see another one of these.
Well, thank
It's he's thanking the Midnight Express, Jim Cornette, and it looks like Terry Funk. And as when he yells, "It's just real to me, damn it." If that's not Fez Watley, I don't know what else is.
It's so funny to see it from the outside.
All right, let's take another listen to it. So it's basically, it looks like it's in some fucking gym or some stupid thing. And
Thanking the Midnight Express.
Yeah, thanking the Midnight Express for all they did to their bodies. And when he yells, "It's still real to me, damn it," that's got to be the best ever. Try it again, Earl.
Next question, Jeff. Where are you? Right there.
Yeah. I just want to thank each and every one of y'all for all you've done to your bodies. It's still real to me, damn it. I mean, thank you.
Take it easy, man.
Take it easy, man.
Thank y'all guys. Y'all are awesome. Thank you so much, Mr. Funk, for saying what needed to be said. I don't want to see another one of these.
Jeff, this needs to be said. You're an egg-sucking dog, Jeff.
Here, you got to take a look at the video, too, Fez, because as he starts crying, you will go ahead, hit it again. As he starts crying, you'll see a woman just lose it laughing next to him.
Next question, Jeff. Where are you? Right there.
Yeah. I just want to
See how
thank
happy
each
she
and
is?
every one of y'all for all you've done to your bodies. It's still real to me, damn it. I mean, thank
Take
you.
it easy, man.
Thank y'all guys. Y'all are awesome. Thank you so much, Mr. Funk, for saying what needed to be said. I don't want to see another one of these.
It must have been some kind of, we need to clean up the sport drug things, too, that had to be said. Here is Sean. Sean, you're on Ron and Fez.
Ronnie, why don't you cut this guy some slack?
And you never, ever got me 1 ounce of slack. Weren't we done with that? And you never, ever got me 1 ounce of slack.
All right, so I need "It's Still Real to Me, damn it," right next to that.
And he couldn't get the first part of the question out. It's not like he just all of a sudden got emotional.
Yeah.
He looks like he had been sobbing through this thing.
Yeah, it's very difficult for him. Bill, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, boys.
Hey,
this
buddy.
tape has been going around for about 2 weeks now, and
Yeah.
it is. I've watched this more than the Zabruta film. I tell you, this thing is amazing. But I don't know if you caught you've seen the video of it now.
Yeah.
The little nuances here, like the guy has a notebook and he's writing notes.
Right.
The fact that there's nobody in the gym.
I know. It's a fucking dead gig to begin with.
You can barely hear it for the echo in the room.
And now the thing he says at the end, I was trying to figure this out. At the end where he says, "I don't want to see another one of these," he's referring to the Raw a couple weeks ago when Eddie Guerrero had died.
Right.
He doesn't want to see another one of those tribute shows.
Oh, and no more memorials. Let's not lose any more wrestlers.
Now, right now, who do you give the award to for the best video of the year? This guy or the Boom Goes the Dynamite kid?
Well, the thing about Boom Go to Dynamite, he went on for a long, long time. The thing about this guy is I've sat next to him at different wrestling events.
You're
So
sitting next to him now.
yeah, I am.
What?
All right. Let's take another listen to Fez as he tries to talk to Terry Funk.
Not me. This is too much.
Next question, Jeff. Where are you? Right there.
Jeff.
Yeah. I just want to thank each and every one of y'all for all you've done to your bodies. It's still real to me, damn it. I mean, thank you.
Take it easy, man.
Thank y'all guys. Y'all are awesome. Thank you so much, Mr. Funk, for saying what needed to be said. I don't want to see another one of these.
Well, thank you.
Well, thank you.
We're saying what needed to be said.
The last thing you need is beautiful Bobby Eaton from the Midnight Express telling you to take it easy, man.
Well, first of all, I want to thank you all for what you've done to me. Still real to me, damn it.
If he didn't say it, he would have burst if he didn't get that emotion out.
I'd like to take each and every one of you out for a corn dog to show my appreciation.
Oh, just give the fat kid a chair shot.
So I guess there's one of these things where they line up to blame Vince on everything, right?
Yeah, where it's just the business is killing them and Vince is the business.
He's right. This gig that they've done is just as empty could be. Just as empty could be.
There's no shortage of chairs.
It's still real to me, damn it.
And you never, ever got me 1 ounce of slack.
It's still real to me, damn it.
Hey, John, you're on Ron and Fez.
One of us had a lot to drink.
Hey, buddies.
Yeah.
Hey, you got to play this again. The guy sounds like Mr. Haney at first when he says every one of you.
Yeah.
And then he turns like into Jim Baker, stuttering and mumbling around, apologizing.
All right, let's take a good listen to it again and see if we can't pick up some Haney there.
Next question, Jeff. Where are you? Right there.
Yeah. I just want to thank each and every one of y'all.
Every
one of you. It's still real to me, damn it. I mean, thank you.
Take it easy, man.
Thank y'all guys. Y'all are awesome. Thank you so much, Mr. Funk, for saying what needed to be said. I don't want to see another one of these.
Mr. Fong, could I interest you in a guaranteed wrestling robe with genuine rhinestones?
Take it easy, buddy.
It's still real to me, damn it.
All right, stop acting like a homo.
For the low, low fee of just $3, Mr. Fong.
Just let me out of here, would you? Thanks, buddy. Buddy, I got your money, and I want to leave here now. Thank you.
To beat the crowd.
Hey, John, you're on Ron and Fez.
I just want to say that listening to that guy, Jeff, now I know how somebody like Earl or Patrice on O&A this morning, when they hear that boo got shot routine on O&A, that is the way I feel as a Southerner about this guy.
You're taking it personal for the race, huh?
Yeah.
He just needs to, people like that, we need to appoint a spokesman to go around and speak up for these people to keep them away from microphones. Out.
It's still real to me, damn it.
It's still real to me, damn it.
I don't know where this was, but you know he was the first one there at 5 in the morning to camp out.
And why is that the other caller brought up? Why you have a notebook taking notes? What some old wrestlers are saying. Here's Joanne. You're on Ron and Fez.
I wish I could quit too.
That's the big Brokeback Mountain Lion.
It's still real to me, damn it.
When's that film coming out?
Came out on Friday, right?
Oh, it's already out?
It's out.
But it's not out all around. It's just one of those
Oscar plugs.
Yeah,
New
four
York,
in New York and 4 in L.A. It's not mass out there. I want to send Fez and Mikey D to see that and just get it over with.
I'll go see that late at night
With
by
Mikey?
myself.
It's still real to me, damn it.
It's still real to me, damn it.
And then we'll have the champ to embarrass Northerners and Italian Americans.
This guy thought he was going to have this outburst and then just get invited to join them and live in their house with the Midnight Express.
Hey, George, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, you guys sound like $1 million today, guys.
Thank you very much.
I just wanted to thank you boys for putting on such a great show. And Soundboard Fez is still real to me,
damn it.
There's 7 dicks in my ass, and there's always room for 8.
I'm sorry. I just get all emotional.
That's okay. Thank you very much.
There you go.
It's still real to me, damn it.
And you're right. The lady on the video knows it's coming. Knows there's a meltdown on the way.
Well, she hears him as soon as he starts to get into it, and she just loses it, and they tighten up on him. What a great little piece of film.
Prince Charles, he's being questioned again in the death of Princess Diana.
You know, it's odd enough. Scotland Yard came and talked to him, Fez.
You don't want to mess with Scotland Yard. Every movie, that just means the end, that they're closing in on you.
There's some smart bastards over there at Scotland Yard.
Sleuths is what they have, Ronnie.
All right, give me your radio psychic. Do you honestly think that this guy had anything to do with it?
I don't think Prince Charles had anything to do with her once she moved out of Cinderella's castle.
Yeah.
I don't think he had anything to do with her again.
Never underestimate the rich, Fezzy. I think him, his mother, his grandmother, that whole crew had that girl whacked.
It's Dodi's father that has always claimed the two of them were murdered, Dodi and Diana.
Yeah.
Mohammed Fayed.
Because he understands how rich people are. They get what they want when they want. Right now, they probably would have taken her down in a submarine. Hey, Coca-Cola has this brand new coffee. Have you heard about it, Fez?
Now, is this the coffee one?
Yeah, it's Coca-Cola and coffee mixed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I think they're calling it Coca-Cola Black or Coca-Cola Black. I'm not sure which it is.
You know, we've never had that mass appeal coffee be sold the way they've tried. And they've tried quite a few times.
Oh, yeah, all kinds of Java drinks out there over the years. So Coca-Cola, they're taking the vanilla Coke off the shelves.
Right.
And so the coffee-flavored Coke is coming out. So I'd like to try it, but it just sounds like so much caffeine.
Do any of these new Cokes ever work?
No, none of the gimmick ones ever stick around.
And yet everybody runs out to get it at first.
Yeah, Pepsi Blue. I think they're pulling off the ones with lime because those just didn't sell. That would replace the Coke with lemon.
And then they're like, oh, you hear we're coming out with Coke and a peanut butter sandwich. It's all stuffed down in there. And people would line up to do it at least once.
I'm not getting enough peanut butter with my soda. So that's the new one that's supposed to be hitting the shelves soon.
I ain't betting on it. But you would think that somebody should, I mean, people, there are now Starbucks every 15 feet, so people do want coffee. You've got to come up with some kind of coffee drink that's going to jack people up and make them happy.
That's what they're looking for, a Jolt Cola.
Well, you know, none of those get over either. You know, the Red Bull and all that, I guess. Red Bull's the most popular out of all of them.
Right.
But it's not the same as a cup of coffee. It doesn't have the same. And Dunkin' Donuts now, I don't know if you saw their ads. They just act like they sell coffee there. They don't even bring up the Dunkin' Donuts during the Dunkin' Donut commercial.
Yeah, every one of theirs is their mochachinos and everything else frozen and just a stack of whipped cream on it.
They know you're going to be in there getting a cup of coffee and go, you know what, give me a fucking donut. What do I care? Give me a Boston cream.
I got to have something to dunk in this.
I'll eat it real fast in my car before everyone can see me.
Danny was the grand prize winner on Survivor last night.
Yeah.
Beating out Stephanie.
Did you watch that? I watched it last night.
Yeah, I watched up until they announced the winner, and then I just TiVo'd the rest of the reunion show.
Lackluster is what I would call it, Fez. It just feels a little burnt, like nobody cares anymore. You had to see it come in a million. The girl got destroyed, too.
Oh, yeah. She got
Stephanie.
one vote, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like one of those things, you know it's played when it's like, oh, the Survivor finale's tonight.
Yeah.
You know, the first one, Richard Hatch, Sue Hawk, Rudy, that thing was an event. People couldn't wait for it.
They made the cover of Time magazine and Rolling Stone. It was gigantic. But we're 10 into it. You know it's a little bit played out. But it just didn't even seem like the people that were there were excited about it. What I still like is they're all still shocked to this day that people lie to them. After 10 of them.
Well, yeah, it's a rerun every time. You know, every year someone makes the big speech about, well, I didn't lie to anybody. Well, that's why you're sitting on the bench over here, too.
Well, you know, that doorman, I know he wanted to give some kind of rat and snake speech.
Right.
But instead his was, do you skate? Because you've skated through this game. Are you hungry? because you must be starving for my vote. Doesn't even fucking make sense.
Yeah, he's trying to do, you like apples? How do you like them apples?
Yeah,
and it's just not pulling it off. And this Danny girl, no one will remember her tomorrow.
Well, she's a former Miss Universe or runner-up to Miss Universe, so maybe she can make something work for it. But yeah, it's not the same thing.
She's the one with a sports radio show or something, right? In
Yeah,
Kansas City?
in KC Sports Radio. That's the name of it. Sports Radio is the name of the station. Just as generic as you could be. Now, this week, though, with Apprentice, I'm picking big, though. I love what Donald Trump has done. He's brought a celebrity in. That celebrity is now in the finals. So you've got to admire that, Fez.
Who's the celebrity in the finals?
Humpty Hump from Digital Underground is up for the opportunity to win this thing. He's up against the girl with the bad foot.
That is not Humpty
Yes,
Hump.
it is.
It is?
It's the same guy from Digital Underground. That's Humpty Hump. He's now calling himself Randall or whatever. But everybody loved Digital Underground, and out of Digital Underground, Humpty Hump was the best, let's face it.
Well, I think Randall's going to win that one.
Humpty?
Yeah,
Call him
Humpty.
by his right name.
I can't call him Humpty.
It's Humpty Hump.
Vice President in charge of Trump operations.
Yeah, he's the... Here he is. Here's Humpty.
I'm about to ruin the image and the style that you're used to. I look funny, but yo, I'm making money, see? So yo, world, I hope you're ready for me. Now gather round. I'm the new fool in town, and my sound's laid down by the underground. I drink a bottle of Hennessy you got on your shelf, so just let me introduce myself. My name is Humpty, pronounced with the umpty. Yo, ladies, oh, how I like to funk thee. And all the rappers in the top 10, please allow me to bump thee. I'm
Humpty
stepping
Hump.
tall, y'all, and just like Humpty Dumpty.
Here's my problem with the Trump show, right? They're trying to find the next Donald Trump. And every time it comes down to who's the best party planner will become the apprentice. If we were doing this this is a job that we would throw to a secretary. Yeah, put together the party that we're having on Thursday. Trump would never be running this himself.
It also comes down to the weather, because it's the big party planning task at the end, and one of the two of them is always faced with storm clouds as they go to credits.
That's Humpty. Right now, Humpty Hump has got the storm clouds in front of him.
Do the Humpty Hump, come on and do the Humpty Hump. Check me out, y'all. I do the Humpty Hump, just watch me do the Humpty Hump.
And plus, Trump has got to pick Humpty Hump, Strumpty Trump and Humpty Hump. Because you got to face this. If he shows that he doesn't pick another black guy, he looks like the biggest racist in business.
I'd rather have this girl with the bad foot than Humpty pronounced with umpty.
I'm giving more C, and on the floor B, all the girls, they adore me. Oh, yes, ladies, I'm really being sincere, because in the 69, my Humpty nose will tickle your rear. My nose is big. I'm not ashamed. Big like a pickle. I'm still getting paid. I get laid by the ladies. You know I'm in charge.
Hey, Jay. Hey, you're on with Humpty.
I like the Humpty reference. That's pretty good.
It is true, though. If you look at it, it's him. He's back after all these years.
He's got a nose the size of, he does have the size of a pickle.
He ought to try to put a piece of metal on it.
Hey, I'm just wondering, don't they usually tack the Survivor thing, like on the end of like a Super Bowl? Or?
Yeah, it used to be big.
Yeah.
It used to be event night.
Yeah, Jeff Probst is he's sticking around for 2 more years. I guess they've got 1 season done, and he's signed on for 2 more seasons after that.
What's the big show now? American Idol? That's the big one that still has heat?
Yep, that'll be coming starting just after the first of the year. So that'll be huge all over again.
Hey, Jim, you're on Ron and Fez. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
Am I on?
Yes, you are.
You're on.
Okay.
You and Humpty.
Yes, you have a question for Mr. Funk?
Hey, Fezzy, I'm from Tennessee, and
No.
I just want you to know that we were all pulling for you to recover. As bad as you hate Tennessee, the Volunteers, the show was good. I'm not saying it wasn't good without you, but it was half without you.
Thank you, Jim.
And I know you guys have kind of moved on from this Tookie Williams thing, but
yeah, we're more into Humpty Hump.
Well, number one, in the state of California, you have a choice when you have execution. If you don't make the choice, they give you lethal injection, but you can still get the pellet that they drop in, the cyanide pellet.
I'd want that. And then what I would do is hold my breath.
No, well, you ain't going to hold it that damn long. I would rather, the lethal injection, honest to God, is the humane way. I mean, it's like...
I'm going to tell you right now, only because I've tried it, the lethal injection will not kill me. If it could, I'd be dead by now. If anything, I just slur a little bit and get nods.
I've never even seen a near lethal.
Hey, Billy, you're on Fez.
Hey, how are you guys?
Billy, drinks are on the house.
What'd you say?
Go ahead.
What do you got, Bill?
You guys were talking about Digital Underground, about Humpty was the best member of Digital Underground. You guys forgot Tupac was in Digital Underground.
Yeah, he was. And we had a friend of Digital Underground.
Kenny K?
Yeah, Kenny K. Everybody used to be in Digital Underground. It was like 800 people.
It's a great band.
Yeah, they were. What's Humpty up to now, Earl?
I have no idea. You guys are saying he's on The Apprentice, but I don't know. I don't really watch
Yeah, that's him. He's doing well. Hey, Kevin, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was at the taping of the Last Apprentice.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was on set. I know who wins.
No, you don't, because it's going to be a live show.
But it isn't a live show. I know who wins.
You're not allowed to say this is a live show and it's not a live show.
How are you going to tell me that they can't say that? I was there.
You're not allowed to say you're watching a live show and it's not live.
That's why even at the Macy's parade, Katie Couric and Matt Lauer had to say you're watching videotape of a balloon from last year.
Yeah, how you going to tell me? How you going to tell me?
I'm going to tell you the law. You cannot say this is a live show, and that's the way they're promoting it.
Fuck you.
He wanted us to bank him. Tell us who wins Apprentice.
Well, fuck you. Fuck you, asshole. Go fuck your mother. Hey, Stephanie, you're on Ron and Fez.
Oh, hey, guys. Miss Fez.
I miss Fez, too.
I'm right here, Stephanie.
I mean, Miss Funny Fez.
You're almost there.
Yeah.
Just a little left. I just wanted to tell you, it's not that he's a Humpty Hump. He has plagiaria, which is actually called Blageria since he's black.
And that's also a country in Africa.
Oh, I didn't know
Plagiaria.
that. Yeah.
What is that?
Pronounced Piger.
He's going to be a Maury Povich next week, I think.
Hi, Marpovich.
Because he's going to have another Plagiaria episode, and they're going to feature him.
Plagerian makeovers.
I don't know what it means. I'm sure I should be laughing. What does it mean, Fez? Do you know?
I have no idea.
It's a disease where children age rapidly.
Okay.
They're like 18, they look like they're about 80, but they usually have the very large nose and large ears.
Mm-hmm.
All right. If you look at him, he has the exact
So will he be the youngest or oldest apprentice ever?
Both.
He'll be,
wow.
That's the odd thing.
Maybe both.
Robin Williams is going to do a film about him.
Oh, really?
Yeah. See you later. Big party coming up soon, Fez. RonFez.net. That's a party this Saturday night. We want to. Fez and I are going to be there and greet everybody and have fun.
We're going to have a great time at Calico Jack's. That's on 2nd Avenue between 42nd and 43rd Street in New York City. Party starts at 9 o'clock, $25. Get you the all-you-can-drink wristband for the beers and the mixed drinks.
Now, Fez, we know you're not allowed to drink right now, right?
Right.
But you will be able to get in the dunk tank. And there's going to be Fez Whatley dunk tank. Show up there. And we couldn't get the, you know how you have to throw out the bullseye and all that? It's
right, yeah.
Too much trouble. So we're just going to have you sit on a board. People are going to throw baseballs at you if they can knock you into the water.
No, one of those could hit my chest, and it's not good for me. And the shock of just dropping into the cold water.
You can't take a fastball in the chest now.
No, my doctor has said no fastballs. What? I got to follow doctor's orders.
Yeah. So you had fun with your niece all weekend, huh, Fez? And you had a big night last night.
Had a great time. Want to thank Norm and Pamela for taking us to the zoo. They know how we love the zoo.
Retards love the zoo. What happened there, Fez? Explain. Paint a picture with words.
It's the Bronx Zoo, and it's their holiday light spectacular. So they light up the zoo. They have it all decorated in Christmas lights. Some of the exhibits still open, and you have a great time. They got a s'mores pit going on. They're serving hot chocolate out there, Christmas music playing.
So was it worth it? Was it really pretty? Was it nice?
It was just gorgeous. It was a great time.
All right, good. That's good to hear. I want to thank Tom for sending me some cigars, Fezzy. Tom, big-ass card holder, thank you very much, buddy.
That's nice of Tom.
Yeah, here at the holidays, even though Earl's done his best to take Christ out of Christmas, I don't see what's wrong with a little holiday cheer.
Earl's one of those guys you always see in the news stealing the baby Jesus out of someone's manger scene.
Yeah, funny, Earl. It's a good one. So the niece already went home, Fez?
Yeah, they flew home this morning.
What all did you do with her the last couple days?
Had a great time. We saw the Rockettes, so she got to see the Santa Claus show, as she calls it. Got a little tired of that by the time the Nativity showed up.
I know what she's talking about. I was there myself. It's annoying as hell.
Saw the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree, biggest Christmas tree in the world. Did some Beauty and the Beast on Broadway. She had a good time. She liked the ballerinas. And her favorite thing out of everything, the snow.
Sure. I saw her smoking a cigar the other day, so keep an eye on her.
I have no idea where she got that.
It just happened.
And it was already lit.
All right, that's it for us. Fezzy and I are going out for a big lunch with our old boss. Fez, should he buy or us?
Oh, he should buy.
Yeah, I think so, too.
He should definitely buy.
Should we fake like we're going for it?
Yeah, we could do that.
You do the big fake.
Okay.
And when you two start to fight over the check, I'll yell, well, we'll get the next one.
Perfect. What's the better way to do the fake? Go for the check or go for your wallet?
Go for the check.
Okay. That way I'll know.
Earl goes for his wallet, and everyone hates him for it. You want to go and act like you're grabbing the check.
You got to be the first one to that piece of paper.
All right, gang, that is it for us. We'll try to get these phones fixed. Sorry about the problems today. That'll all be taken care of. Anything else we need to plug, Fez?
No, Opie and Anthony, they're going to be at J&R Music World. That's 23 Park Row. That happens in Lower Manhattan on Wednesday at 12:30 p.m. Check out jr.com.
That's it for us, gang. We're back tomorrow after O&A.
The Ron and Fez Show. XM 202.